Hey everyone, I'm Katrina, the owner of Kathleen Creations, Wreaths and Things, and yes, you are not seeing things. This is not balloons. I am not doing balloons today. Yes, normally when I'm on TikTok, I am doing some sort of balloon column, training thing, whatever is going on. I'm normally doing something that a client has hired me to do with balloons. I wanted to come on today and do a wreath with you guys and show you guys what I do with the other side of my business. Right now, the balloon part, the party part of my business is kind of slow, but it is wreath making time. It is holiday season. It is fall. It is Halloween. It is Christmas. Easter be coming up. Mother's Day. Of course, next month is breast cancer awareness. So we have all these beautiful things to celebrate and decorate for. And a lot of people do it by showing wreaths on their front door, hanging it in their office or in their home, or putting it on their cars. I've seen men put their sports wreath on the back of their pickups. So that's what we're going to do today. I was actually asked by some of my my students to actually do a wreath on TikTok. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to see if I can pull you guys up so I can see the comments. And actually talk with you guys. I'm trying to pull it up. This is my first time doing a wreath on TikTok. Like I said, normally I'm doing balloons, some sort of balloon decor, but we're going to make a wreath today, and we're going to make a very easy wreath today. So you guys just come on, say hi, let me know where you're checking in from. Let me know if you do wreaths. Let me know if you buy wreaths. You know, let me know. Tell me, talk to me. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. Ask me whatever questions you may ask. And I see several of you chiming in. Thank you. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for chiming in. I don't wear my glasses while I do my crafting, so I may not be able to read your comments very well, but I will try to do my best. Good morning from Florida. Hey, how you doing? And I think that's Carisi Creations, it look like. I may be pronouncing that wrong, girl. I'm sorry. Like I said, it's kind of blurry right now because I'm trying to read. So, hey, how are you? How are you? Blessings from Texas. Blessings to you, boo-boo, from Georgia. We're going to do a wreath today. And this is a very simple wreath. Very simple wreath. Not hard to do. Anybody, and I mean anybody, can do this. Anybody. We're going to go through the supplies once again for the ones that's just joining. I'm Katrina, the owner of Kathleen Creations, Wreaths and Things, and I do balloon party decor, and I also make wreaths. So today we're going to make a wreath, and this is my first time doing a wreath making video on or live on TikTok. Normally I normally just do balloons, but today I said, you know what? I'm gonna mix it up. We're gonna do a wreath. So come on with me. Let me show you what I have, and I'll let you know where I purchased it from. Most of the stuff that I have here are old stuff that I've already had in my stash because this year I refuse to buy anything new. I want to use what's in my inventory and stop spending money on buying more stuff. Yes, I'm talking to you. You over there and you over there. Stop buying stuff when you know you already have stuff in your stash. I see you. I see you. Okay. I went in my stash. And I said, I'm going to make wreaths with material I already have. I'm not buying anything new. So that's what we're doing. So this sign right here came from Hobby Lobby. It was several years ago. And yeah, and it came like this. And we're going to use this sign. We're going to put this off. We're going to actually cut this off because we don't need this. But we're going to save this. Okay, because you can always use these beads for something else. So you don't discard anything. You know, any real crafters out there, we save everything. Okay, so we're going to save this, but we're going to use this sign. Okay, and this sign came from Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure if it's there this year. Like I said, I purchased this sign several years ago. This was something that was in my stash. I purchased this mesh. It's not the greatest mesh, but it'll work in doing this wreath. This is a mesh from Walmart. And I purchased this when, like, after the season, you know, they have stuff left over and it's like 80, 90% off. And I grabbed the last little few at the bottom of the box. So, like I said, this was at Hobby Lobby. But you can look around and purchase mesh. They have them at, this was at Walmart. I'm sorry, not Hobby Lobby. This was at Walmart. But they have them at Michael's and they have them at Hobby Lobby. It's not the greatest wreath, deco mesh to make a wreath with. But if you're just starting out, it's okay to use, right? Until you find a deco mesh place where you can buy it online. I have quite a few that I order from, and I normally get my stuff from there. But like I said, I'm just using stuff that's in my inventory, and this was just sitting around, so I'm going to use it, right? I brought it, I'm going to use it. So this was, like I said, this was from Walmart, but this was from last year, out of the season. But I know they do carry these, and they also come in, I think, black and white as well. Okay. All right, so this right here is a garland that jingles, as you can hear, right? And this is a half a garland. I already used half of this on a wreath that I made last year or the year before. Like I said, this is leftover stuff. This is not something I just bought. But I know they normally carry these every year, and this is from Hobby Lobby. Okay? The jingle wreath, they have one that's just with twine and evergreen. This has evergreen on it. It has pine cones. Has little berries on it, and of course the bells, right? So this is what we're going to be using on this. And this, like I said, this is from Hobby Lobby, and this is leftover from a previous job that I had. Hey Mary, hey Bridget. I'm trying to catch y'all when y'all come on, but if I miss you, no, I'm so grateful you guys are watching. If you can you tap that screen? Can you share? Okay, and now this is the evergreen that I'm using. Now this is from Hobby Lobby, and I brought this once again after Christmas when they have them left over, whatever's left over on the wall there, because normally it's on the back wall somewhere where the Christmas decor is. So I bought this. I can't remember how much it was. Let me see. Is the thing still here? I think the ticket is still here. And it says $14.99, but no, I didn't pay $14.99. I can just tell you that right now. I did not pay $14.99 for it because I don't spend that much money for a wreath frame. No, not ever. So you just have to go to Hobby Lobby. I think they have the sale every other week, or it's when they put it on for 40% off or something like that, you can get it. But I love this type of evergreen. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's different types of evergreen pieces on it. You have some real, just let me bring it up close. You see how you have like this fluffy one, then you have the real skinny evergreen, and then you have this type of like pine tree type evergreen look. So they have, this one has a mixture of different textures, and I love that in its evergreen. And a lot of my evergreens are made like this. This is the ones that I buy because it gives it a very full and dense look. Okay, it's not a thin wreath. Once you fluff this all out, which I'm gonna show you guys, and start putting stuff in it, is a very nice full wreath, and it's a beautiful size. That's a beautiful size for someone's front door or over their mantle, right? This is perfect. So then I picked out these ribbons here to go onto the wreath frame. And this was from Hobby Lobby. This is from Hobby Lobby. And I think this one was from, I think, Michael's. I think this one came from Michael's, I think. I don't remember. Like I said, a lot of the stuff I bought several years ago. I just know the brand here. I know that's from Hobby Lobby. I know I'm not sure. I think this was from Michael's or Joann's, and this one may have been from Michael's or Joann's. I'm not sure. But like I said, this was from several years ago. You get your evergreen, you get your sign, you get your ribbon, you just match your ribbon with the colors in your sign. That's how I do mine. I have this sign here. I'm going to show you guys. And all of the colors that's in my sign, right? See? All of the colors, that red, that green, the black, the plaid, the little berries, all of that is in the sign, right? So that's why I'm using this ribbon. It just brings out the sign. So that's what you do when you're making a wreath. You make sure. Do I offer classes? Yes, I do in-person classes. I haven't had one recently because my balloon part of the business has been keeping me busy, but I will probably be doing a class. I'm going to try to put it on probably in October. To try to do a wreath for Christmas or Thanksgiving. I don't know. But I will be doing an in-person class. A lot of times it's here in my clubhouse where I live at in Canton, Georgia, or in a different location if my students suggest me to have it in another place, I will. But I'll put that out there and I'll let you guys know. But this is how I pick out my ribbon. I just look at my sign. and I just pull the colors from my sign, and that's how I match my ribbon. So if you wonder about how do you get the ribbon, how do you, because a lot of times that's a lot of people's problems, is trying to figure out what ribbon to put on your wreath. Get your sign, bring the sign to the store, look at the ribbon, match the colors of the ribbon to your sign, okay? And make sure it's the right theme. You don't want to get, put, like Mother's Day on a Christmas wreath frame, right? Yeah, okay. So, I also have over here my trusty dusty glue gun. I love this thing. I love that it don't have a wire, just has a battery. I can put it and place it anywhere. I just keep it charged up, and it's ready to go. And we're gonna use that because we're gonna get the sign ready first before we do anything else. So hey guys, thanks for checking in. Like I said, tap that screen and share. And listen, if you brought one of these and you have it tucked in that corner somewhere, go get it. Come on and go get it. Make the wreath with me. It's very simple. Grab what you have. If you don't have garland, skip this part. Just work with what you have, right? So I'm going to move all this stuff out the way so we can fluff up the wreath. We can start fluffing up so I can show you what that part is. So when you get the evergreen, a lot of times from Hobby Lobby, if you buy your evergreens from them, even if you order them online. Hello, everybody. Hello, thanks for joining. They're going to come flat or kind of smushed, right? What you do is you just run your hands through it. Start to open it up. Like, pick a spot. Like I'm going to do here at the top. And all I'm doing is just open it up. I'm just pulling on it, separating the pieces, waking it up a little bit. Evening it out so it's all leaning to the left or the right. I'll show you guys. Like I'm just pulling it up. Like this part is leaning. I'm just picking it up. That's all I'm doing. And this takes a couple of minutes. Just go through it. Take your time. When you're making a wreath, just take your time. There's no rush, right? There's no rush. This is your creativity at work. Let your mind wander. Because you want to know, sometimes I sit back and I start making a wreath. And at first, I don't know what I'm going to do. I just put something in front of me. And as I'm messing with it, the design comes to my head. And then I just execute it. That's all. So sometimes you just don't know. But as you start fiddling with your material, messing it around like I'm doing right now, I'm waking it up. I'm waking it up. See, it's starting to pick up. And that's what you want. And you will see holes. And what you do is you just take the evergreen and you just move them and block those holes. We're putting mesh in this anyway. We're putting ribbon in this anyway. It's okay. You're not going to see any of that. It will disappear. I promise. I've done this several times. I know. And if you guys want to see some of my work, my Etsy shop is the link in my bio. Just go to my link in the link tree in my bio, and you'll see my Etsy, and you'll see all my wreaths that I've done. That's available right now for sale, and ones that I've done in the future. So I'm just picking this up. I'm going through it, and I'm just fluffing it out. That's all I'm doing. I'm waking it up. And that's what I call it. Just waking up the wreath. And you just make your way around the wreath. Pull the pieces up. And this is a necessary evil. I'm going to tell you. Don't skip this. It's a necessary evil. You have to do this. Some people are like, oh, you're wasting your time because you're going to be mashing it down when you put the mesh in anyway. You are. But when it's picked up, you know exactly where you need to place your mesh. Right? So it's a necessary evil. So don't skip this part. Some people want to. I don't think you should. But you know what? When you're doing your art, you do what you want to do. I'm just showing you what I do. Right? And like you can see the difference, right? You can see like this is flat here. But then you can see all of this picked up. You see the height on this here because it's been picked up. And that's what you want. You want to see that height. Right? And you are going to push it down a little bit when you put the mesh in. When you put the ribbon in. But then you can pick it up and move it where you want it. Okay? So I'm just going to make my way around. Like I said, this is tedious, but it's a necessary evil. And I want to show you guys about it because I know I received questions in the past about how to fluff up your evergreen wreath. And you touch almost each and every piece. You just run your hand through it. You touch it. You fluff it up. You separate the pieces. Like this piece was all the way on this end, but it's actually supposed to be here. Okay, because that's just how it was laying flat in the box. Okay, when it was shipped. that piece was all the way down here, and it's really meant to be up there. So you just fluff it up. Where did I get my glue gun from? I get my glue. I ordered it, I think, from the A place. You know, TikTok don't like you mentioning other places where you purchase stuff, but you know the place what start with an A that everybody shop at. Yeah, that's where I ordered mine from. And it's the rechargeable one. I ordered it. Well, I have two, and I ordered one from there, and then the other one I just went to, I have a business account at what's that, Home Depot, and I purchased my second one from there because I got a lot of other extra little parts. It was having a sale, and I got like extra pieces, like I have extra nozzles and stuff like that. When I went to Home Depot while they was having a sale. So you can get it from there too as well. I know I wasn't supposed to say the store name, but the HD place. Okay, I think we only got a little bit more to do. Like I said, this is a necessary evil. Some people don't think it's something that you should be doing, but when I do this, then I get a really good look at my wreath, right? It gives me a really good view of how beautiful this wreath is actually, even by itself. This evergreen wreath is absolutely gorgeous. I love this mixed evergreen wreath style. I love it. And they have a boatload of them at, you know, the HL store, right? Where we all love to go to shop, okay? I'm one of them. I probably beat y'all in line every weekend. But like I said, I refuse this season to go to the store and buy anything. Now, you may have pieces that come off. Now, you can re-glue this because the stem didn't come off. This is all on wire. You see how I can bend it, right? It's all on wire, right? So, since the stem, for me to twist it onto the frame, didn't come off, it broke off, I'll just take some hot glue, hit it with a little hot glue, and then stick it in a place that has a hole. No big deal. So, don't get stressed out if this happens. It's okay. You can glue it right back in. So, don't worry about it. Right? Put it to the side. And you'll see there's a spot somewhere, a hole, and you just put a little bit of glue at the end, and then you just tuck it in. And you see, most of the time I'm talking to you, I'm not even looking, I'm feeling. I'm actually running my hands through it and feeling and picking up the pieces that, the evergreens that's laying down. We're just about at where we started at now. Got this little bit to go. Oh, you talking about virtual classes? You know what? I haven't thought about that, but that'll be something that I'll look into. Yeah. I guess I can do a couple of Zoom classes, virtual classes, do it on Zoom. Yeah, probably. That's a good idea. Thank you. You planted that seed in my head. Thank you. I didn't even think about that. I didn't. I was doing in person. I wasn't thinking about doing anything virtual, but good idea. All right, so we done made our way around the wreath, and I want to show you guys how it looks. I'm just making sure, because I see some flat pieces here, that we made our way completely around the wreath. Now look at that. It's gorgeous just like this. Like, you put just a bow. You can buy a pre-made bow, right? Put it on the side somewhere. Put it somewhere on the side. You know, you can get picks. All those beautiful holiday picks they have at the HL store. I mean, you can really, this is a basic base wreath that you can make into anything, okay? Any holiday, any reason, any season, okay? So once you fluff it out, you see how gorgeous it is, which it is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And in my mind, I'm already thinking where I know I want to put stuff, because I'm looking around at the wreath. And I'm just looking at how gorgeous this is. How you can make this a fall wreath. You can get some beautiful fall leaves and pumpkins and a beautiful fall ribbon and make a bow. You can do anything with this. Don't think just because it's evergreen, you have to go Christmas. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing a good job. Thank you. So you can do this with anything, okay? But we're gonna do a Merry Christmas one today. I'm gonna show you how easy it is. So that's all we had to do with this. We cut the tag. Let me cut the tag off. I don't want to forget about doing that. Lord have mercy. I have done that quite a few times where I just jumped into making a wreath and forgot the tag onto the very end. So we're gonna cut the tag off. He pulled that. Right? So we fluffed this up. We're good. We can move this to the side now. Now we gotta cut mesh and cut ribbon, right? But before we do that, let's get the sign ready. Let's get the sign ready. Right? So this is the sign, like I said, I got that HL store maybe, I don't know, 1 or 2 years ago. And I know they normally have them or some variation of this every year. I got this off season, so I waited to after the season. So these signs are very, very cheap. Not telling you got to do that, but that's how I shop. That's how I save money. So we're going to cut off this bead tag. But we're going to hold on to this. Because as a crafter, I know I'll use this in something else. I know I will. I don't know about you guys, but I know I'll use this on something else. So that's going to get put over to the side. I have these, now my brain is trying to leave me now. Mounts, cable mounts, which is these right here. Let me see if I can hold it. This is a weird angle for my camera. Normally my camera is overhead, but I'm using my phone for TikTok. So you see the cable mount, see the holes, right? And this bottom part right here is sticky. I gotta turn on my glue gun. Is it turned on? Yeah. It's sticky. So we're gonna pull that tab off and we're gonna stick it on each end of the sign. Okay? We're gonna do that. We're just getting a sign ready. So when we're ready to put it on, it's good to go. Because I normally glue it down, so the glue needs to dry a little bit before I'm pulling on it. So I just put it at each end. And yes, I throw everything on my floor in the crafting room because at the end of the day, I clean it. I don't clean it throughout while I'm crafting. To me, that doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to take 2 green Chanel stems, right? And I'm just going to put it through the holes straight across because it's 4 holes. But I'm just going to put it through the holes straight across. See how I did that? Straight across. And then I'm just going to twist it. I'm going to even it up, right? Make sure it's even, see? And then I'm just going to give it a 1-2 twist. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. Okay, same thing with the other side. Is that Elise? Elise? I can't, I'm trying to get, I just see you said something about, never seen those before. Thanks for the hack. Oh, yeah. I love cable mounts are very, man, when I got introduced to them, it opened my eyes up. It really did. Because I used to just staple everything on. And trust me, I used to staple through my signs. Not paying attention to the size of my staples. I would glue on just a Chanel stem and they would come off. Oh my goodness. I went through the whole thing. But once I got introduced to the cable mounts through another wreath designer, I learned how to really secure this. Now, certain things I still do staple my Chanel stems and stuff down. I do. It all depends on the type of wreath I'm making. But this is a very thin. See how thin this is? Very thin. You really don't want to staple this because your staples are going to come through. Okay? So you want to find another way to secure this. Now, once my glue gun warms up, I will put a bead of glue around all 4 corners of the cable mount, and that's how I will double secure this onto the sign. Okay, I'm pushing it down. I'm giving it a good push down right now to get that glue on the back of the cable mount to stay. But I'm also going to put glue around all 4 corners, all 4 sides of the cable mount to make sure it stays secure. Okay, so I'm going to do that once my glue gun heat up, but until then we're going to move on. So we're going to put this over here. We're going to pull out the deco mesh. Florals, what are they called? The florals, which florals? You talking about the evergreen? Are you talking about this? Is that Evelyn? Evelyn, are you talking about this? This is the evergreen reframe. I don't have any other florals here on the table. So this is the evergreen wreath frame, if that's what you're talking about. Okay. So like I said, I brought this deco mesh. And it's something like it's like a light, like tweed burlap type deco mesh, right? It's plastic. It's still plastic, but it gives you like a burlap type feel a little bit. So I'm going to cut this. Matter of fact, I think I left my rotary cutter upstairs. I don't know if this one is working well. I'm going to, now normally this edge right here seems to be pretty straight. It's not too bad. Sometimes when you buy these, the edges are really not good, like it's all over the place. This one don't look too bad, so I'm not going to cut a clean edge. I'm going to leave it. And I'm just going to go, I'm going to make 10-inch cuts. I'm going to go in 10 inches. Okay? And I don't know how many I'm going to make. Right now, I'm just going to make, wait a minute, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I'll make 14 cuts. And then we'll go from there. And if I'm saying a lot, I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on not saying that. But as you can see, I'm not doing a good job today. But I'm trying to work on to not say so much. My daughter pointed that out to me in my video. She said, "Ma, stop saying so much." Okay. I'm going to try. All right. So I'm just going to put this on my mat. Okay. This is a self-healing mat. Right? And this is what you want when you're using any type of sharp cutting object like these rotary cutters. You want to use a self-healing mat. Do not cut it on your table because you're going to tear your table up. Don't do it. Okay? Trust me, I'm talking from experience. In the beginning, I ruined a tabletop or two. Okay, so I'm just going to go in 10. This is 36. So I'm going to go to 26. And like I said, I'm not sure if this rotary cutter is... No, it's not. I'm going to have to run upstairs to get my rotary cutter. I forgot it upstairs. Yeah, I'm going to have to go get my rotary cutter. I'm sorry, guys. I thought I had it down here. When you think of everything. Let me see if I can... Is there another one down here? No, there isn't. You guys talk amongst yourself. Give me 2 minutes. Let me run upstairs and get my rotary cutter. I will be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry. Sorry. I'm right here. I'm back. All right, let me look and see if I can find my rotary cutter. There you go. Aha. Now we're cooking. This one here, I gotta change the blade. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for being patient, hanging out. So we're gonna go to 26. Much better. Look at that. Look at that cut. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna go 26. We're gonna go 16. And then we're gonna go 6. Right? Those are 10 cuts. 10-inch cuts. And I think that's 5. And we're just gonna, I don't know, come about 12, 14, what I say, something like that. And these we're gonna put in this evergreen to give it that pop of color, right? When you add in mesh to it, you're just trying to give it a pop of color. Y'all got any questions for me? Success, you said, got it. Cable mounts. Yes, they are a game changer. Okay, let me tell you. Okay. 10. Tell you, when I was introduced to cable mounts, I was like, hallelujah. It was the best. All right, I think I'm gonna do another 3, and then we're just gonna see if we need to cut some more. All right, now let me bring the wreath frame back over and show you how we don't use, I don't, let me just say that, use any type of like Chanel stems or zip ties to attach my mesh to an evergreen wreath frame, because they already have attachments, right? These little pieces here, remember, they're wire. So once you put your evergreen down in here, once you put your mesh, down in here, you twist the evergreen little pieces, these little stems around, and it holds it down just like, Chanel stems would, just like a zip tie would, right? So you don't need to use extra material if you don't need to, right? You use whatever's available to you right here in front of you. So we're just going to take this and we're going to do a simple, you just lay it flat, right? Lay your deco mesh flat. And then you go to the center, find the center, right? Right now it will be this red line. You guys can't see it that well, but I can. If we was on Facebook, you would be able to see straight down and you would see the red line. But you find the center of your cut, right? Center of this cut of deco mesh, right? And you just scrunch it. Use your fingers and bring this top half of the deco mesh down to the bottom half by walking your hands up the mesh. You see what my hands are doing, the motion of my hands, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm going up, pulling down, going up, pulling down, right? Going up, pulling down. And you're going to be able to make something that look like a bow tie, right? It looks like a bow tie. And that's what you want. You take this, you find a spot on your evergreen, like I'm just going to go right here. And I'm just going to push this down into the evergreen in between those two evergreen pieces. And then I'm just going to give it a twist. 1, 2, and then I'm going to fluff up that mesh. Just that simple. That's all you do. We move this around just a little bit so I can get to a different little spot. We get another piece of deco mesh. We lay it flat. Somebody ringing my doorbell. Okay, we're going to lay this flat. I'm going to find the center. I'm going to place both of my hands on the bottom part of this deco mesh, which is towards me. This is the bottom part, right? I'm going to put my hands like I'm typing. You old school people, when we was in school, we had to learn how to type. We had to put our hands like this, right? So we put our hands like we're about to type, right? And then we just bring the top of our hands down to our thumbs. Top of the hands down to the thumbs. You're just walking your hands up the mesh. You see what I'm doing? I'm not even looking. I'm paying attention to you guys. You doing it? I'm looking. And you have yourself a bow tie. Hold on one second. Somebody's at my door. Hold on. Y'all just give me a second, because I'm about to have a fit right now. Sorry guys, I'm back. I do apologize. That's never happened before. But I got neighbors with issues. But anyway, back to what we were doing. And I'm so sorry. You put this down and then you just walk the mesh up with your hands. Up the middle. You get that bow tie. See? And then you just find the next, like you put this here. You go over maybe 2 or 3 inches. You find another 2 evergreen pieces. Like I opened this little space right here. You put your deco mesh down in between 2 like evergreen pieces. I'm trying to put it where you guys can see it. But I have these 2 evergreen pieces right here. I have my deco mesh right down into it. And then I just twist it. 1, 2. And then I just fluff up the deco mesh. And we're going to just go around the whole wreath doing that. So I'm going to turn this around, pull another piece. I'm going to lay it flat, right? I'm going to lay it flat. And I'm just going to find the center. And I'm going to walk my hands up the deco mesh. And I'm going to make the bow tie. Okay, we're making the bow ties. We find a spot on the evergreen. We put that kind of high. We're going to go kind of low. Find a spot down here at the bottom. Open up 2 evergreens. And then you give it a good twist. 1, 2. And then you just flop up your deco mesh. You move on. You just do this all the way around the wreath frame. Okay? And you just, once again, hands are flat, right? And you just bring in the top part of the deco mesh down to the bottom part with your fingers. So we just walking your hands up the mesh. That's all we doing, up the deco mesh. And forming that bow tie. Don't worry about these straggling little pieces. You can cut them off at the end. They're going to blend in so much you may not even need to do that. But if it bothers you, which it bothers me, I will be cutting them off at the end. But while I'm teaching you guys, I'm just going to go through everything and I can come back and I can pretty it up and cut all of those little straggling pieces off. Okay? So I'm going to bring the wreath frame here. This one I put down to the bottom, so I'm going to go up. So I'm doing like a zigzag design all the way around the wreath frame. So I put this one towards the bottom. I'm going to come up here. I'm going to find a spot right here. I see 2 evergreens I can open up. And I'm going to go in between them. I'm going to give it a 1-2 twist. And then I just fluff up the mesh and move on. Now I'm trying to go slow because I want you guys to get it, right? I want to make sure you guys get it. This is how I teach. I teach slow, right? Because I was the one that was taking classes when I started, and it was hard for me because everybody was going so quick. Nobody were taking a time to actually show you step by step and go slow and wait for you to get it. So you put your deco mesh down on the table. You put your hands at the bottom, which is the end facing you, closest to you. And you're going to place your hands like you're typing and start bringing your fingers down to your thumbs, which is at the bottom of the deco mesh. So you take the top of your fingers and you bring it to your thumbs. And you just walk your hands up the mesh, the middle of the mesh, right? You find the middle. And you got your bow tie again. So I hope you guys got that, right? We bring our wreath frame. Since we put that piece up high, we're going to come down here low. We find another little spot here. I got 2 pieces of evergreen right here. I'm going to put it in between. And we're going to push it down and we're going to give it a 1-2. And the reason why we push it down, push the evergreen down, push the deco mesh down into the evergreen is because we want it to get, when you twist it, you want it to be tight. Okay? We want it to be tight. So any questions for me? Hey, thank you guys for following. Also, guys, if you guys can go to my YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube, please help me get to 1,000 subscribers. For some reason, I can't get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys can help me, I would greatly appreciate it. And watch some videos. I'm telling you, I have all type of balloon decor stuff. And I also have wreath making stuff. All different types. I have grapevines. I have the Dollar Tree frames. I have the rail forms, mailbox swags. I got them all. So you guys can head on over to my YouTube and and subscribe to my YouTube. Okay, so we're gonna have it flat and we're just doing some more. See my hands? I'm just walking it up straight up the middle. We got the bow tie. And we put that one down, so we're gonna go up. We open up 2 of the evergreen pieces. All right. Okay, there it is. Sometimes you have to make sure you got the pieces right. That's not a problem. It's not a race. You're making your art. So I'm just pick it up a little bit. You guys let me know if you need me to slow down. I'm going to try to keep my eye on your comments. You make your bow tie. You find a spot. Move over from where you were before. Push it down into the evergreen. And you give it a good twist. right? You keep going, and you probably may have to go around twice. It's okay. Go around twice. Fill it up. That's the purpose. Fill it up. It's okay. We want it flat. We want to find the center. We want to bring our fingers like we're typing, and we want to bring our top fingers down to our thumbs. Our thumbs are here at the bottom, the edge that's facing closest to you, and you bring your fingers to your thumbs, 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 and fingers to your thumb. And you are in the middle, right? If you followed up the middle, you're going to have an even looking bow tie. You find a spot at the top. I like that spot right there. Push it down and you give it a 1-2 twist. And then you fluff it up. Now mind you, you don't want to twist it too much more than 2, because you're going to put ribbon in this too. Okay? So you're going back in with ribbon. So we got it flat, and we're just following the center, and we're just bringing the mesh in to a bow tie. Now we're going to go around again, because I had cut some pieces already. So we just go in between, like these two. There's space right here in between, and we just find a spot right there in between 2 other pieces of deco mesh that we already put in. And that's all we do. Just find a spot in between and then fluff it up. That's all. Turn it around. Let's get another piece. What we got going on? Lori, just found you, and I just subscribed to your YouTube channel. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Listen, you're going to love the videos, okay? If you're into balloons, you're going to love it. If you're into wreath making, you're going to love it. So we had it flat. We found the center, and we're just walking our hands, right? Bringing our fingers to our thumbs, right? Oh, and say, oh, my hand slipped off. No harm, no foul, right? Say you're doing this and all of a sudden it got crunched up and messed up. Don't get excited and worried and frustrated. Don't do it. We are crafting. This is not rocket science. Okay, don't have to be perfect. Okay, right? So don't stress. I'm only telling you that because I know I was in the beginning. I was like, it's got to be perfect. No, it doesn't. So you just do it over. Lay it flat. Thumb, fingers. Bring your fingers through your thumb. Fingers down to your thumb. Fingers to thumb, 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 fingers to thumb. You find the middle, which your hand should have been anyway. And if it was, you just move it over to the middle. No big deal. Got your bow tie. Find a spot that's empty, which is right here. Little spot right here in the middle. We're going to put the deco mesh right here. And give it a push down, and we give it a 2 twists. And the only reason why I say a 2 twist is because it's just a little bit more secure. That's just my own little personal preference. If you want to twist it once, then that's up to you. Like I said, this is your design, right? I'm just giving you a guide. You make it the way you want to, right? So we got it flat again. We found the center. We're just walking our hands up the center. That's all we're doing. We found a spot on the wreath frame. And I'm going to go right in here. It just look like a bare spot to me. We're going in between what we just laid down. And you give it a 1-2 twist, and then I'm just opening up the mesh. I'm going to twist this around some more, see if I can find another spot, which would be right in here. And you may want to add more. It's just your personal preference, right? Once I'm done with this, I probably will look at it and see if that's something that I want to do. I may cut some more and I may not. But remember, you're putting ribbon in this as well. So you're going to fill it up. You're going to fill it up. And I don't know if you can tell already, but it's already looking full. But I'll show it to you guys. Once again, I'm going to go slow, right? But you guys that want to learn, of course, we have a deco mesh flat. This is cut to 10 inches, right? It's 10 by 10, right? Act like you're typing or crunching, right? You take your thumbs and put it to the base of the deco mesh, the bottom of the deco mesh, which is closest to you. This is the top. This is the bottom. Put your thumb there so that doesn't move. You take your fingers and bring your fingers, crunch your fingers down to your thumbs. And it will crunch your mesh. You follow it up the center of this mesh. Okay, and if you have design like this, it's very easy to find the center. If you don't, you just eyeball it. Like I said, it don't have to be perfect, right? So you got your thumb here, you got your fingers, and you just bring in your fingers to your thumb, fingers to the thumb, fingers to the thumb, straight up the middle. And it's going to twist a little bit on you. It's fine. You still got your beautiful bow tie, and that's what you want to accomplish. I got a spot right here that's bare. I'm going to put some deco mesh right in this little bare spot. And then I'm just going to fluff it out. I'm going to see if there's another spot. I probably can get something right in here. We got another cut. I probably will cut one or two because I think I didn't make it all the way around. So I got this little spot right here. Yeah, okay, I want to put it right there. Now sometimes you have to fiddle around and find a spot. It's okay. It's all right. Like I said, don't get stressed out when you're doing these wreaths. There's no need for you to get stressed out. You see how full that is? Look how full that is. Look how pretty that is with that green and that red. Right? I mean, that screams Christmas. I mean, screams it. Or at least holiday. Right? That screams that holiday season is here. You're going to be seeing the Santas outside the daggone stores going like that. That's what this wreath, that's what I see. I see the guys and girls outside the stores doing this with their little cans. Okay? So I see this is much fuller with the deco mesh, right? I think I want to put one here. I want to put one here. So I think maybe I want to cut 2 more pieces. Okay? And you just look at it. You just eyeball it, right? Eyeball it. That's so, like I said, it don't have to be perfect. It don't have to be perfect. Don't get caught up on if you see somebody else's work and it's, you know, you think their work is perfect. Ain't nobody's work perfect. Let's just call it like I see it. Okay? It's not. It's their perfect. Because you may look at it and be like, oh, I would never put those colors together. Oh, I would never do that sign with that ribbon. But you want to know what they did? It's their perfect. So when you're making your wreath, it is your perfect. It's not somebody else's, it's yours. So don't get caught up on everything. So I got this little empty spot right here. And I'm going to give it a good twist. And then I'm going to fluff this up. Alright, and got a little spot right here. And like I said, I'm putting it flat, finding my center, putting my thumb at the base, and pulling my hands, walking my hands up the wreath, bringing that top part of the wreath down to the bottom part of the wreath. I go to that little empty spot, which I see right here, putting the deco mesh down into it, and then giving it a good twist. And you want to know what? If you don't twist it good and it come out, it's okay. Put it back in there. Right? Put it back in it. It's all right. Don't get upset. And the only reason I'm saying, like I said, I talk from experience. When I was starting my wreath journey in the beginning, 3-4 years ago, I used to get so frustrated. I think I'm going to add one right there. Like, as you look around, you'll see it looks full elsewhere. You want to make sure it does look even. So if you see a spot, then just cut another piece of deco mesh, right? It's okay. There's a spot right here. I'm just going to pull this in. Push it down, and I'm going to give it a good twist. And then I'm going to pull the deco mesh up so we can fill that in. Let me look and see how everything else looks. Let's see. It's just about good. I think I want to put one here, something right here, and then maybe something right here. So 1, 2, and 3. 1 here. Okay. And I'm just trying to even it out, right? And I can't, when you're freehanding on an evergreen placement. Hello, new to the live. Hello, how you doing? when you're freehanding, not using like a Dollar Tree reform or a metal frame that has the Chanel stems and the placement already on it, you have to figure out where the placement is, right? So you see me going back in and looking. You just figure out what feels good to you, what looks good to you, right? You're not going on something that's already pre-made to tell you where to put it. We are making this up as we go, right? So that's what this is about. So I'm gonna cut 3. I'm gonna go put on my ear. I always forget to do that, and then once I start working, I get hot. I'm gonna put on my ear, which is right here. So I'm not leaving you guys. I'm right here. I just gotta put on my ear. I am right here, right back. We're gonna jump right back into it. We're gonna fill up our 3 little holes. Once again, we put our deco mesh flat. We find the center. We put our hands like we're crunching or either typing. Thumb at the bottom. Bring your fingers to your thumb. So you bring your fingers to your thumb, fingers to the thumb, fingers to the thumb, fingers to the thumb. You're just walking up the mesh in the center. Now look, say if you pinch it, that ain't even, right? You're not in the center. Put it back down the table. Slide your hand over to the center. You're back in the center. Just that simple. Don't stress, right? No stress. No stress. So I'm going to put this right down in here. I'm going to give it a good twist. There. And it's just the spots where you see, it's just to, you know, you see a whole bunch of red there, but then you don't see anything on the other side. That's all. You just fill it in a spot until that right there, because I see a whole cluster of green and no red. We got it flat. Thumb at the bottom. Bring fingers to thumb. Fingers to thumb. You're just walking it up, straight up that middle. Like I said, if you get off the middle, it's okay. Slide your hand to the middle and then place it in your wreath. Alright? Place it on your wreath frame. Give it a good twist. 1, 2 twists. And we're done with the deco mesh. Look at that. Now, you can stop here and get a pre-made bow at the HL store, right? Place it on the side. Place it up here at the top. Place it down here at the bottom. Get pre-made bells from the HL store or the M store. That's a name. And you can just stop, and that's it. You can take the sign that we've purchased and place that there and stop. That's it. You don't have to go any further. Take the sign, place it up here. You have a beautiful wreath for your door. See how simple that is? Right? You don't have to stress about it. Thank you. You will always wonder, was that Frank or Fran? Hey, thank you. Fran M, yes. Very simple. Easy to make. Okay? But it does take time. Right? And that's mainly what you're paying for. When you pay for people to make this wreath, it's their time. I mean, we had to go shop for it. Figure out the ribbon. Do all the back screen stuff, set it up, put it together, make sure it's perfect for you guys. Put it on our Etsy, put it on our Shopify that we all gotta pay for, and that's why the price is what it is. It's worth somebody's time that you ain't gotta do it. All you gotta do is open up the box and hang it on your door. That's all, that for the convenience. That's what you're paying for. It's somebody else's time and your convenience, and it's worth it. All of my clients say my wreaths last them for years. Right? It's not something that I make wreaths and you just use it for that one season and it's over. I have clients 4 years ago. Hey, I still got your wreath. Because when I ship it in a box, you can use that same box to store it in. So once you take it back down off your door, your window, your mantle, you just put it back in the box and you got it for the next season. Right? If you choose to. But a lot of my clients wind up buying new ones. But they say they still have the ones they purchased before and it's still in good condition. So just know you can stop here, put a sign on it, put a pre-made bow, and you're done. But of course, you know me. I'm not finished. Okay. All right. So we're gonna cut some ribbon, right? Well, let me glue my edges. Let's glue the edges because I know my glue gun is ready. So like I told you guys, I go all around the 4 sides of my cable mounts. Now these cable mounts I brought online, but I know they have them at the HD store. They have them at the L store. They have them online at the A store that everybody shop at. You know, so they have them. So it's up to you. The HL store, FH store rather. So you have plenty of places where you can get these cable mounts at, right? So you just glue all around. See how I glue all around the edges, all 4 corners, all 4 sides? You put that down. So we have that. Put that back over here. And I'm eating my breakfast. I made me a smoothie. Alright, so we're going to pull our ribbon out. And I don't even know how many cuts I gotta make of this ribbon. I'm just working with you guys. I ain't counting nothing. I just been working. So I'm gonna put this and this together and this and this together. You may say, Katrina, well, why are you doing that? Why are you putting these 2 ribbons together and these 2 ribbons together? Because I want the contrast. I don't want it to blend in. So I'll show you what I mean by that. This and this both got like a type of plaid design to it. I don't want the same design ribbon together, right? That's just me. Now you may want it to be uniform and be together, and then you put it that way, right? You put it that way. I don't like that. I like to have contrast. So what I've done is I've decided to put my word ribbon with my plaid, which makes both of them stand out, right? And then I put this plaid with this picture ribbon that has the berries, okay? So they both stand out. They're both a ribbon that said, hello, hello, don't forget me. This one is saying, don't forget me. This one said, wait a minute now, I'm the one with the snowflakes. So that's how I like my ribbons to talk, and that's just me with my crazy crafting mind. This is how I think about it. I want my ribbons to stand out on their own. That's what this is about. Now, you can put all the same colors together if you like. If that's how you want your wreath to look, then do it. Do it. I'm just showing you my crazy crafting mind style. So, let me see if I can count how many. Lord have mercy, I don't even know. So, we're going to go 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Alright, so we're going to go 18. So we need 9 cuts of these 2 and 9 cuts of these 2. Right? Because we're going to go every other. All throughout the wreath. And I like to cut my ribbon to 12 inches. And the reason why I cut my ribbon to 12 inches is because to me that is a great height for your ribbons to stand out from the wreath. And I'll show you exactly what I mean when I say stand out from the wreath. It's hard for me to describe. I have to show it to you. So I'm putting it on my color mat and I'm going over 12 inches. And yes, I have a ribbon holder. It's underneath the table. I'm just not using it right now. We just want to act like I'm a beginner and don't have stuff, right? So we use what we have. Now, if you just got a plain table and you just got a ruler, then act like this is the ruler. Same thing. Same thing. Just act like this is a ruler. I didn't cut off my notifications. Lord have mercy, I forgot. So that's... So I just counted over 12 spaces to make sure, right, that I'm counting 12 spaces, right, on my board. And I'm going to cut this. And then I'm going to go over again. 12 spaces. And I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to do this 9 times with this color ribbon, right? With this combination of ribbon. And yes, I have a ribbon holder. I know I should be using it. And no, I'm not using it. Okay. I can hear y'all talking in the background. I hear y'all talking about me. It's okay though. It's okay. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. You just make sure it's lined up properly. Right? Just make sure it's lined up properly. Let's see what the comments is. Somebody's asking about classes. You know what? I was just, somebody earlier had asked for maybe some virtual classes. I do in-person classes, but you want to know what? Maybe I'll do a Facebook group, a paid group, and I can do some classes with you guys. Not a problem when you guys can really go in depth with asking me questions. Also about the business as well, because running a business is man, let me tell you, it ain't for the weary. Running a business ain't for the weary. I can tell you that much. It has almost broken me once or twice. So you know, that would be something I'm thinking about offering people. I've been in it now 3 or 4 years, and I am an older person, so I'm not tech savvy. So I'm learning to have to retrain my brain to use social media for things. So I'm learning all of this, and I would love to depart this information onto you guys that want to learn how to do it. And if it's just for you, not even a business part, but you want to learn how to make these beautiful wreaths, I love to teach you guys that. So I'm really going to think about that virtual classes, but I also do in-person classes as well, and I probably will be putting on one where I live at or close to where I live at, probably in October, for either a fall or a Christmas wreath. What else am I missing? I always wondered how. Okay, I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have this on my YouTube. So I'm gonna save this video and I'm gonna put it on my YouTube, so you'll be able to go back and watch it. Just give me a couple of days to do that. Like I said, I'm not tech savvy, so it takes me a minute to put things on YouTube. Okay, I just talked about virtual. Okay, I just talked about that. Business classes. Okay. Is that an app through Zoom? Well, I don't know how we do it. I would probably have to get a Zoom spot and then do a class through Zoom. I can do that. Hey everyone for joining. Thank you guys. Make sure you tap that screen, like and follow. I also have a YTube channel. You can guys go over there and subscribe to that as well. You love how I teach? Was that Biz Mom? Hey, thank you. I try to go slow because that's how I learn. But if you have any questions, please ask me. I'm gonna try to go back through and see if I can find you. Hi, Christy. We love you. Thank you, Christine. Thank you. Okay, true. Anyone to write grants? I don't do anything with grants. I don't know anything about that. But I do apply for grants. I know about them and I apply for them through my business. Yes, but I don't teach anything about grants. I am not that versed. I just made that one smaller than what it needs to be, so we can put that over to the side. I've always used that on something else. And like I said, my ribbon, if you weren't here in the beginning, these two ribbons are actually Hobby Lobby ribbon, or the HL ribbon, I'm sorry. And I'm not sure if they have it this year. Most of the stuff that I'm using, not all the stuff that I'm using, I've had it for several years now. I'm just trying to use up what's in my stash. So I'm not sure if you can find this in the stores now, but I know every year Hobby Lobby has beautiful ribbon, and they're not bad quality. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got to do 2 more. So you can go to the HL store. They definitely have these Evergreen wreath frames. They have them every year, and they're beautiful. So you guys can find something. I know they have signs. They have pre-made bows. So you guys can do this. Trust me. Don't be intimidated. You can do it. Now, most of my clients say they don't have time, and that's why they pay me. They tell me straight up, I don't have time. So I'll just go to your Etsy shop and I'll buy from you from Etsy. You know, and normally that's what they do. They go, I don't have time. So I'll pay you. They were like, it's too much for them to try to figure out the ribbon. It's too much for them to figure out this and that. So they'd rather just go ahead and pay me to do it for them. And I'm like, okay. And like I said, I have an Etsy shop, and that's in my link in my bio as well. If you guys want to take a look at the briefs that I have available on my Etsy, you can take a look at that. Normally when you open up a fresh roll of ribbon that is bent, right, you just flip it up, and I normally cut that piece off. Right? You don't have to, that's just what I do. And I'm just putting these two ribbons on top of each other, even them up, and then I'm cutting them in 12 inches. I'm cutting 12 inches long. And I will show you why once I start putting it on the wreath frame. That size to me, 12 inches is so, to me it's like a perfect size. Perfect size. And I hope I have enough of this poly ribbon to do my 9 cuts. I may not have enough. I may have to go substitute for something else. And if that's the case, I will show you guys how I do that. If you run out of something, don't get frustrated. Try to see what's in your stash for that you can substitute. Normally you know you won't have something in your stash you can substitute. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to work on that. What's your It's Kathleen Creations, just what you see on the TikTok. Kathleen Creations, Wreaths and Things. Just the same logo. You will see it on the Y2 channel. Okay, I hope it's at the end of October. I will be in Atlanta for a few days. Okay, all right. Listen, I'll be posting it. Okay, I'll be posting it. Do the ribbon have writing on a wire? Yes, all of my ribbon. Very good question. All of my ribbon is wired ribbon. I do not do my wreaths and my decor with non-wire ribbon because I like to form those nice big round fluffy ribbon bows. So all of my ribbon is wired ribbon. Very, very good question. Thank you for asking because I didn't say that. I didn't specify that. So thank you so much. And normally I can cut my ribbon with my rotary cutter. I'm just showing you how to do it with a scissors because some people don't have it. Don't have a rotary cutter, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I gotta do 3 more cuts of these. It seems like I may have enough ribbon. And another reason why I'm using this burlap looking ribbon is because the sign is a little rustic, right? Right? The sign is not all pretty or glittered up, anything like that. It's a little rustic. So we want to make sure our ribbon reflects that as well. One more color. So you just got to be mindful. You don't want to have too glittery a ribbon when that's really not your design, right? You want to stay with the right design, with the right look. Alright, so now that we've cut all the ribbon, at least I think so far, we're going to dovetail our ribbon. And how you do that is either you can take it singly, which I mean one ribbon at a time. I'm going to double it up. So I'm going to put one ribbon on top of the other. See how I did that? And then I'm going to fold it and bring the wire ends together. This is where the wire is at this end, right? Bring the wire ends together. And I'm going to cut on the diagonal from the fold part, which is this is where it's folded at, to that wire end, and it's going to be on a diagonal. See, on a diagonal. See that? Now when we open it up, we have a dovetail. I don't know if you can see it because my brown skin, but yeah, see, right? And we do it on the other side. We fold them together, we line them up, we fold them together. We have the folded end, and this is the wire end, and then you cut it on a diagonal. And you have that dovetail. And you want to do the dovetail, the reason why is because you want it to have that nice finished look, you know, that professional look. Now, you can also just cut it straight on an angle, like from one end to the other, right? You can do that style as well. So we're going to go through all of these and do these. And this is the time-consuming part, ladies and gentlemen, when I talk about your time. Right? People don't realize the time you spend in doing these, making it look beautiful, doing these little fine-tuned things. This takes time. right? You look at the wreath, you be like, oh, that only took somebody 2 minutes to do. No, it did not. It did not. Even my florals on a grapevine, which normally take me about 30 minutes to do, the process before I start making it takes hours. Because you got to shop, you got to think, you got to come up with a design, you got to buy the material, put it together, and then finally put it on the wreath frame. And then make sure it's durable for your clients. So you got to make sure everything is glued in, tied in. It won't fall off. Looks good. Gonna be durable. Like me, I cover the back of my wreath frames with felt. Like my grapevines, they're covered with felt because I don't want the grapevines scratching nobody's door, window, wall. Not everybody does that, but I just feel like that. If I was buying a wreath, I wouldn't want it, when I took it off the door, I wouldn't want to see scratches from a grapevine. So like I said, this is the time consuming part. Cutting your mesh, cutting your ribbon. This takes up time. So when you go to make a wreath, know that you need at least an hour, hour and a half. And if you do it quicker than that, then you're good. Like I can do this much quicker, but I'm talking to you guys. I'm going slow. I'm teaching you guys. So of course, this is going to take longer, much longer. If I was just down here, trust me, I get in my zone, I can whip out, give me a couple of hours, I can whip out several different wreaths really, really quick because I just been doing it for a while. And then I have no interruptions. I'm not talking. I'm concentrating. I'm just working. I'm letting my mind flow. So you guys need to see me do it slow again. Let me see if I see any comments. You're welcome, Christine. Thank you. Your balloon designs are... What did you say? Oh, you like my balloon designs? Thank you for checking it out. I appreciate you. Look at you. Look at you on top of the game. Thank you. Yeah, I love doing balloons. I just love doing balloons. Especially for baby showers. Ooh, that just gets me all. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Good morning. Love your balloon work. Thank you. Is that Sherry? So thank you. You love my balloon work as well. I'll be coming on doing some balloon work too, but right now it's just slow for me. So, and I got my matter of fact, my festival is coming up in 2 weeks. I will be selling my wreaths in person at the Riverfest at Edible Park in Canton, Georgia, September 23rd and 24th. So hey, if you're in Georgia, if you live in Georgia, if you're coming to Georgia, September 23rd, 24th, we'll be at Edible Park in Canton, Georgia, and I will have my wreaths there all day Saturday, all day Sunday. And you can actually come meet me, bring your family. I love meeting people's family, especially little babies, and their grandmas and mamas. Oh, I love it. But just come hang out, come see what I make, come sign up for my email account. I mean, just come and hang out. I think this year I'm gonna do something different and give a giveaway. I'm gonna do one of my really nice Christmas wreaths. In my head, I got this Christmas wreath that I'm thinking about, and I may do that Christmas wreath. And for the people that come in person to shop with me, I'm gonna put their name in a basket, and I'm gonna pull a person's name out. Somebody gonna get a big, beautiful wreath for their front door. I think that's what I'm gonna do this year. You wanna know what? Since I put it out in the atmosphere, I'm gonna do it. That's what I'm gonna do. I didn't put it out in the atmosphere. I didn't set it now. I'm doing it. I'm giving away a wreath at Riverfest. I'm doing it, and I'm not talking about a little skimpy wreath. If you go to my Etsy and you see some of the big, beautiful wreaths that I have, I'm going to have a nice, big, beautiful Christmas wreath that I am going to, yes, I'm going to auction off. Thank you. Is that Cynthia? I think I saw something up there. Like I said, I don't have my glasses on, y'all, so if I misread something or something, just give me grace. I don't wear my glasses for crafting. So we're finished with those. Right, we've dovetailed all these. See how pretty they look? Right? So now we're going to do the other ones. Like I said, this is the time-consuming part. What are you guys saying? Let me catch up on the comments. No one should be thinking it's a piece of cake. No, let me tell you, they do. Just like when people see balloon work, they be like, oh, it's just balloons. Why does it cost so much? Because they don't realize what goes in behind it. Just like wreath making. They be like, oh, that's simple. That's easy. Anybody can do that. No. No. I can teach anybody. I sure can. But it takes you a while to get it. Now, there's some wreaths that's so simple. It's easy. But do you want to do that one particular style all the time? It takes time to learn all the different styles and get all the techniques down. Trust me, it took me a while to learn it. And I have a very creative mind. Like, I like colors, I like textures, I like florals. So I like it all. So it took me a while to learn how to put all of them together, how to match the colors, how to put the materials, the different textures together. It takes time for that. So we're just dovetailing the other set of ribbons that we have. And this ribbon is very, very thin. So I don't have my other scissors with me right now that would cut through this really quick. So I'm just using what I have because I don't want to keep putting y'all on pause. I'm just surprised somebody even came to my door early. That kind of shook me. But yeah, my neighbors know I'm not one for talking at my door. So that was kind of shocking. But yeah, we're going to finish dovetailing these. Like I said, this is where the time. This is where you spend your time at, cutting your mesh, cutting your ribbon. Because once everything is cut, it just flows, right? It just flows. All right, what's any more questions? Okay, I remember my first experience. What's it? Elementary school. Yes, I remember doing that too. Oh my goodness, somebody else did that. Making your first wreath in school. Yes. 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 I remember making a wreath, and it was with construction paper, and we had to fold it and staple it around the frame, and that was our wreath. Yeah, it sure was. It was in the school colors. I remember. How long have you been in business? I have officially, with my LLC, been in business for 3 years. But before that, I was running my business as a hobby for about at least another 3 years. But officially, I've been in LLC for 3 years. How long have you been doing it? Okay, you assisting balloon draping event setups. Okay, look at you. Look at you. Where are you located at? What's that, Bridget? Am I saying that right? Because you ain't got my glasses on. If you go into your Etsy and you type in Kathim Creations, that's all you type in is Kathim Creations. You will see either it'll pop up with my same logo, which you see on my on the TikTok. Like I said, you can go to my link tree, which is at the top of this TikTok. Go to my link tree, and then you go down to my Etsy, and you click on that, and it'll take you straight to my Etsy. Okay? Kathim Creations is one word in Etsy. So when you type it, it's a capital K and a capital C. So it's Kathims with a capital K, and it's Creations right with it, but the C is capital. And it may have a question mark at the end, but don't worry about that. But if you really want to just go straight to it, it's in the link tree right in my bio, right at the top. Just click on the top. You'll see my link tree pop up, and you just scroll down to my Etsy, and you click on that. It'll take you straight to my Etsy. Okay. First time watching. Love what I see. Thank you. Alright, I'm trying to get through this. Like I said, this is the time-consuming part when you're making things. Is cutting up the material. Right? Cutting up the material. People don't realize how much time this takes. Especially when you're teaching, right? Because you know I'm stopping, I'm looking at comments with you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you for favoring. Alright, I think this is my last one. You guys make sure you type that stream, get my likes up. Share it, share it, share it. I'm learning. This is how you got to run business. You got to be on social media. I'm from the old school. I just remember word of mouth, but nowadays is you got to be on social media to get your business anywhere. So if you guys can help me out, I greatly appreciate it. We're going to pull this big, beautiful, look at this big, beautiful baby. Look at it. She's so pretty. Now we're going to make it gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay? All right, so we're going to bring our ribbon out. Let me bring it over here so you guys can see. I have to remember that my view is not straight down. When I do Facebook, my camera is right here, and it shows the downward view of this whole table. So I'm used to just putting my ribbon on the side, but I know you guys are on this side, so I want to make sure you guys can see. So what I do is I line up my ribbon. You see how I line them up, the two ribbons together? I line them up, right? And then I line them up. I fold it over and I line them up to get the center. So now they're lined up both ways, and then I pinch, right? I open it back up, and where that pinches is where I scrunch and make a ribbon bow tie. Okay? You find where you have that burlap mesh, where you put the burlap mesh in, because that's where you want to stick your ribbon. Now you can either untwist that tie, right? Or you can go right on top and twist it on top. I untwist it. You don't have to. Okay? I just like to untwist it. So what I do is I just slowly untwist it, stick the ribbon down there, and then I retwist it twice. Then I take my hands, watch my hand placement. I take my hands, you see my hands under the ribbon? I take my hands, go under the ribbon, and push upward. And when you do that, if you take your hand this way, you see how your ribbon has wire in it, so it will give it that fold, like a wing, like a bird's wing, that nice little fold. And that's what you want. Then I just separate the two pieces. And you don't have to do all of this right now. I just do. And that's how your very first ribbon is going to look. You see how I separate them on a diagonal from each other? I like that contrast. Okay? So now we're going to take the other set of ribbon that I have. We're going to do the same exact thing. We line it up. We fold it over. We line it up again. We give it a little crease. We open it up. And we do a little scrunch. And we have the bow tie with them. So the bow tie look with the ribbon. We go to the next tie. Now I'm staying towards the bottom. Okay, I'm going to do the outside. I should have started with the inside, but we're going to do the outside. It's fine. You can start either way. This is what's good about your art. You do what you want. Right? So I'm on the outside. So once again, I'm going to untwist where I have that deco mesh in, and then I'm going to push my ribbon down in there, and then I'm just going to retwist it. And I'm going to run my hands under the ribbon, running my hands under the ribbon. Under the ribbon. It has wire in it, so it will bend. And then I'm just going to open up the ribbon and put it on a diagonal. And sometimes it wants to do its own thing. You make it go where you want it. You're the boss, right? You're the boss. So it may not want to lay some, but you just put it on where you want it to be, and it'll stay. Okay? Sometimes this ribbon try to, show you something. You got to show them something. And that's just my crafting brain. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little cuckoo. So that's just my crafting brain talking. So we go back to the original one. We're going to line them up, fold it over. We're going to line it up again. We're going to give it a little crease, because that's where the center is. We bring it together like a bow tie, and then we put it in. And we're just going across. Right now I'm just going across the bottom. I'm not even putting nothing in those top ones. I need to open it up, so you may need to open it up, push some of it away, get to that middle, untwist. If you want to, untwist it. If you don't, you don't have to. You can just stick it right down in there, because remember, you only twisted it once or twice. Okay, this one, I double twisted. That's what I did for this one. Okay, I see what I did. Okay, so I open that up, and then you give it a twist. And if your ribbon don't look like it's even, just pull it to where it's even, right? Alright. Like that look like that's over a little far. So you just pull it where it's even. You can even go like this to make sure it's even. Bring the two ends together to make sure it's even. run your hands underneath the ribbon, and then you separate the ribbon. That's all. And like I said, you'll be fluffing this ribbon again because you're going to go inside, you're going to maneuver around, but that's just me being extra. That's what I do. I'm sorry, I can't. This is what I do. I don't change that. That's something I don't change. I like to fluff my ribbon up as I go. And I'm going to tell you, I'm gonna be fluffing it up again. That's just me. Like I said, we even the ends, we fold it over, we try to get that center, we pinch it, and we go to the next one. And we go on every other, like the ribbon, we're changing it. We're not doing the same ribbon. We're doing one ribbon, the pair, and then we go on to the next pair. Right? We run our hands underneath. And we open up the ribbon. And like I said, I cut 12 inches because you see how this comes out just enough. Let me show you up close. Look how this ribbon comes out just enough. You don't want it too far out, right? You want it just to the edge of the wreath frame. And that 12 inch is perfect for just to the edge of the wreath frame. To me, right? To me. And there's some people that cut their ribbon tails to 14 inches. Sometimes they cut them to 10. So it all depends on what you like. Now you can get some cheap ribbon, right? Get yourself something from the DT store and cut some and put it in, and then you just gauge from there. And then when you get your good ribbon, you know how to cut it, right? You stick it down in there, like I untwisted it, I stuck it down in, I'm twisting it back. I'm running my hands underneath the ribbon to give it that nice little arch. And then I am pulling them apart, pulling them apart. Pulling them apart. And like I'm doing all of this, but I'm gonna come back and do it all over again. Like now I'm cutting these pieces that's standing out. There we go. Alright, we go to the next ribbon. Like I said, I may have to cut some more ribbon. I don't know. Like I said, I guesstimated. And that's what you do in crafts. You guesstimate half the time. You don't have to be perfect. And I wish somebody had told me this over 5 years ago, you know, because I just thought everything had to be perfect. And when I really realized that my art is my art and that it don't have to be perfect, it just has to be perfect to me, oh, this became so much more enjoyable to do. And we just running our hands underneath the ribbon, giving it that nice curve. Okay, what questions you got for me? Because I just started working and wasn't looking at comments. Let me go back. Okay, just joined, gorgeous already. How long you cut your ribbon? 12 inches. I cut my ribbon at 12 inches. Okay, designs, thank you. When is the next class? I think I want it in October. I'm not sure yet, but I will let you guys know. I have to have my music on. Well, you know, normally if I wasn't teaching, I would have either the TV or the music on. Yes, ma'am. I work with music, but when I'm teaching, I don't like to have to fight with the volume of the music or the distraction of the music. Because I may say something and right when the music is loud or on the verse or something like that, you may not hear me. So I tend to not have anything going in the background when I'm teaching. Now, when I'm doing my balloon decor, sometimes I'll do it, maybe. But a lot of times when I'm teaching, I kind of don't want anything in the background except you hearing me. Now, I'm in my basement and my AC is on, so my unit is right there. So you do hear that humming in the background. But for me teaching, I think that having music sometime in the background, because I have a mentor and I watch her, I love her to death, but sometimes with her music, like I'll get into the music, I'm like, ooh, that's my song, and I done missed something she said. So I love it, but then I know that it can also be a distraction. So I try to minimize any distraction. And like I said, I apologize earlier for you guys that's been with me from the beginning, but for me having to go upstairs to get my bag, and then plus me having to go get that person away from my door. Because normally I don't have any distractions, but I'm home alone today. My husband is at work and my daughter's out of town with my grandson, so everything that happens I have to deal with. So I don't like to have any distractions. So I hope you understand that, and I hope you appreciate that. But yes, if I was just in my mode, girl, if I was just in my mode in this basement by myself, that TV would be going with something in the background, or I would have my music blasting. Yes, ma'am. Okay, when's next? My next class, I'm hoping it'll be in October. Okay, I think I'm caught up with everybody with the comments. I think, and I'm gonna get back to putting my ribbon tails in so you guys can see. But I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. I thought about that. You right? Yeah, I'm telling you, music. I love it. I mean, but like I said, I have watched some designers, and to no fault of them, it's just that I get a squirrel moment. And that song come on. It could be a gospel, it could be a R&B, it could be whatever, and that'll be one of my songs, and I'll just lose focus. I don't know about anybody else, but I will lose focus. Yes, ma'am, in heartbeat. And then I'm trying to catch up. Like, what she say? You know? So, like I said, this is the tedious part, the cutting and the putting on. I mean, I love the putting on because you just know it's making it look beautiful. It's also covering the reframe where just this background of this evergreen will pop out. I just love that. I love that, making it just so beautiful. Like I said, we could have stopped. You could have stopped. Once you put all your mesh in, you could have stopped and just got a sign, put a sign up there, and you would have been done. You didn't have to do all of this. This is extra. This is extra. This is absolutely extra. You do not have to do all of this. But when you making wreaths, when you get into making wreaths, one of the best things about making wreaths is the bow, right? The ribbon, right? The sign and the ribbon. That's the thing right there. It's the sign and the ribbon. So you always try to put some sort of beautiful ribbon on your wreath. Like I said, you can go to the HL store and you can get it pre-made. Get your bow pre-made. Because I know it's a lot of people that I teach in my classes. I do bow making classes, and that's their worst nightmare, is trying to make a bow. Is that any one of you guys? You guys have an issue with making bows? Because I know I hear that all the time with my students. I thought about that. Okay, good. You talk nice. Comments good. Thank you. So extra is good. So you guys have a problem, y'all have a phobia about making bows. I know I have classes where my students hate making bows. Oh, they are so afraid. They're like, I can't make a bow. It's not going to come out beautiful. It's not going to look full like yours. And they come to my class and walk out and their bows look better than mine. Okay. I'm like, come on now. I thought you said you couldn't make a bow. You lied to me. Did you fib? You told a story. I know you did. I mean, I had teachers that claimed I can't make a wreath. I had a class at a school with a group of teachers, a group of staff members. And the one woman, teacher, staff member that was complaining that she could never make anything, oh, it's not going to work. It's not going to look good. I can't do it. She made the best burlap wreath in the group. Okay? Oh, I can't do this and I can't do that. She was excellent. Excellent. Oh, I can't cut. She was excellent. She cried the whole time in the class. When I tell you guys, she cried the whole time. She cried the whole time. What she couldn't do and what she can't do. And she made a beautiful wreath at the end of that class. Okay? I take the stress out of it. I try to let you know that it's just, crafting is not stressful. This is my therapy. And I'm being honest with you guys. I'm being real raw right now. This is my therapy. My job requires me to listen to everybody else's problems and then come up with solutions. So I come home with a lot of stuff on my heart and in my mind. So I need some way to release it. And when I get into my zone, into my crafting, wow. Let me tell you something. All of that is just lifted away. It's just lifted away. I'm also able to think through my own financial, family, work issues, whatever is going on, whatever's happening with me. I'm able to come down into my basement and I'm able to get into my crafting zone and just work it out in my head. Like, I can be making a wreath, but my brain is thinking about, you know, what me and my husband just discussed, what bills need to be paid, we need to take the car somewhere, what I need to do for my grandson, like how I can help out my family, what I need to do next for my business. So I'm down here and I'm doing this, but my brain is working, and by me doing this, it's helping me work through things in my brain and get solutions to it. This is my therapy. I'm being straight up and honest with you guys. This is my therapy. This is what helps me. Right? So I'm just going to show you guys again, because I haven't showed you in a minute, and I don't know who just joined. And if you just joined, thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you guys tap that screen. Make sure you share. Make sure you go to my link tree, go on my social medias, and you like and follow me there. And also subscribe to that Y2 channel. So we opening up where we put a deco mesh. We opened it up. We put the ribbon in it, and then we're going to twist it back up. We're going to tie it back up. 1, 2, twist. And I'll do it 3 times, because that's it. I'm not putting any more in there. Oh, you know what? I'm lying. I may put something else in there. You know me, I'm a little extra. And if you don't know, I'm a little extra. I'm a little extra. What do you guys think so far? How do y'all guys think? I didn't even ask y'all. What do y'all guys think about the ribbon choices? Right? These ribbons. Right? This has snowflakes on it. It's got the plaid. This is like the burlap with the leaf and the berries. Right? And the sign is, what is it? Merry Christmas? Merry Christmas. And see how it's rustic? Right? And it's got the check bow with the berries. So what do you think about my type of ribbon? You think I picked a good ribbon? What other options would you guys have for me to pick? Do you think I should have used like a solid color? Maybe a little white? I mean, because in the back of my head, I'm thinking I could have pulled that off. But hey, if I got you guys here with me, help me out. If you see something I don't see, let me know. Because let me tell you something, I'll go in that back and get some white in a heartbeat, and we can put it in here. So I need to find something. I'm also an overthinker. Oh yeah, let me tell you, no. Yeah. Definitely an overthinker. You love it? Thank you. Love them, love it. Thank you. You have pretty ribbons, so I trust you. You know what work. Thank you so much for your trust. It goes. Well, that's what I want you guys to know. When you get your sign, take your sign to where the ribbon is. So if you already have ribbon at home, take your sign to where your ribbon is, and just look at the type of the sign. Like, that's a rustic sign, so you don't want no pretty glittery ribbon all over the place. There's nothing wrong with having a little, but you want to make sure you have something that's rustic, right? Burlap is excellent for rustic. Plaid is excellent for rustic. So you want to make sure you still bringing out that rustic style, right, with your ribbon. And plus bringing out the color. Okay, I skipped one. All right, so let me show you what happened. I skipped one. So I'm just going to take it out of the one that I put it in, because I just realized I skipped one. So I just took it out. And I'm just going to put it in the one that I skipped. Don't get frustrated. Don't get upset. Just take it out and put it back into the one you missed. No big problem. I'm telling you, I used to stress so much in the beginning. I used to be like, oh, I'm a failure. I can't do this. I would get so stressed out. Don't get stressed out. You see how easy and simple that was for me to fix? So now we're just going to go back to this ribbon, because that's next. Right? We line it up. We give it a little pinch so I know where the middle is. And then I pinch it so I can get that bow tie look. I go right into the one I just took out because I skipped it. And then I'm just twisting it in. And I'm not using no Chanel Sims. I'm using the pieces already on this wreath. This Evergreen Wreath. And I got this. I brought this Evergreen Wreath from the HL store. They have them every year. Okay. I'm trying not to say the names of these stores, because the TikTok don't like you know, talking about other people's places. So I'm just gonna give like initials. You guys can figure it out. It ain't hard. You know you've been in those stores. I know you've been shopping. Don't try to act like you ain't been shopping. I know you have. I know I have. Well, not this year. This year I said I was not going to shop for anything Not as absolutely necessary. Like if I needed one particular ribbon to go with something, I know they had it, and I know I did not have it in my stash, or I didn't have anything that I can use as a substitute, then I'm gonna buy it. But other than that, if we have time, if you guys want to hang out with me, I can show you my stash. I have a stash. So I made a promise to myself this year that I was not gonna buy anything new. Anything. Now we've made it around the outside. Look at that. We made it around the outside, right? So now we're going to go and do the inside. You see how full that is? See how full that is with that ribbon? You see no empty holes. Look at that. Across the bottom. Look at that. No empty holes. Remember I told you in the beginning, don't worry about that, how it's going to fill up, because we got all the stuff to put in. So now we're going to go on the top, right? We're just going to open up, start anywhere, find one. Here go one right here. I'm going to untwist it, stick the ribbon down in, and I'm just going to twist it back. And then I'm just going to pull the ribbon apart. Right? I'm going to pull the ribbon apart. Okay, do you put acorns or something I would love to have with them? Wait! Girl, I got some better. Do you hear the jingle? And it's got pie. Yes, and it's got berries. Oh yeah, girl, you know, listen, I'm extra. I found that in my stash. That was left over from a job, I don't know, a couple of years ago. I did a wreath, and I was half of it. So oh yeah, girl, you know I'm gonna do it up. You know me, I'm gonna do it up. That's me. If you go into my Etsy shop, my wreaths to show you that I do it up. I just did, you guys, I don't know if you guys saw, but I went on TikTok earlier this week and told you guys I was going to go live on Facebook to do a witch wreath. And I did that witch wreath on Facebook. So if you guys want, let me know in the comments. I have it hanging back here. I can show it to you. Show you how it came out. You see how extra I am, girl. I don't play. If I got it in my stash, like I have a whole bunch of stuff. If I can find it in my stash, I need to be using up this stuff anyway. So I find that I put it in, girl. I'm that extra person. Yes, ma'am. If it's something that I know is going to make my wreath beautiful, I'm going to put it in there. That's why I like when you guys give me pointers. So if you see something, you're like, hey, Katrina, you try this, try that. Listen, tell me. I love getting pointers. I don't know everything. I don't. So if you guys can help me, I can help you. We can help each other. That works. So we just going inside right now, right? When we place those deco mesh on the inside here, so we just filling up all around the inside now. And like we do it, remember the dovetail, and we line it up, the two ribbons, and we fold it over and we line it up this way as well, right? And then we pinch it so we can get that middle. And then we just scrunch up where that middle was, right? This is what you want to see. And then we stick this down in where we have this deco mesh. And what I do is I open up where I twisted the deco mesh. I open it up. And then I stick the ribbon down in there, and then I twist it back up again. 1, 2, maybe 3 times. I run my hands under the ribbon. All of my ribbon is wired, so it'll go where I put it. And if it don't, I make it go where I put it. Nicely. But I make it go where I put it. Where I want it, okay? Alright, what am I missing? Beautiful, thank you. Yeah, jingle girl, jingle. You know, I gotta have the jingle. I'm extra. Oh, you want to see the witch wreath? Okay, just remind me. Say it again towards the end, so I don't forget, because sometimes I start talking and I'm just talking about this wreath and I forget. So make sure you remind me. I'm gonna put it in my head, but just make sure you remind me again. Is there a wire in that ribbon that is letting me twist it? Yes, these pieces right here are wired. When you go to the HL store, or when you go to the M store, that's a name, fill the wreath, like pull up the wreath form, and you can bend it. Like these pieces can bend because they're wired. Okay, so you can twist it here, twist it there, twist it on each other, it'll stay. Okay, it's wired. Alright, we're just finding the middle. We're finding where we twisted in the deco mesh, then we pushing this down in there. At the same time, we're giving it a 1-2 twist, maybe 3, whatever makes your heart feel happy. And then we're just fluffing up the ribbon. That's all we're doing is fluffing up the ribbon. I used stocking. Oh, I'm not sure what you're saying, hon. Sue, what you said? Is there a wire? Never. Yes, Sue, I answered that. Thank you. You're welcome, Sue. Thank you guys for joining. Y'all make sure y'all tap that screen. Make sure you share. Make sure you go to my Y2 channel and you subscribe to my Y2 channel. Check out my Etsy shop. It's all in my link tree, which is in my bio. We're going to have to cut some more ribbon. I think one more, maybe? I think I did good for guessing. Okay. Fitting that down in there. You're giving it a 1-2 twist. And once I get on my ribbon tails, then I will show it to you. So we got one more. We got to cut the black with the red plaid. Where is that? These two right here, I think, and that's it. And we're just missing one right here. So we got to cut one. These two right here. If I'm not mistaken, it's just one, right? Wait a minute. Let me make sure. Nope, it's 2. So 1, 2. So we got to cut this one, and the other one fell behind the table. Let me get that. Alright, so you gotta cut this. Let me move this. So let me show you guys how I cut it. Since we gotta cut some more, I'm gonna drink some more of my breakfast. And yes, I'm still eating breakfast after 12. Yes, I am. So we have this, and we have this. So we have to cut one. So I normally line my ribbon up together. I cut them at 12 inches. So I lay them on top of each other. You can use a rotary cutter if you have one. But I know a lot of people don't have this, especially if you're just starting. And I can use this to cut it, but I'm just going to use scissors. Okay? I want people to know you don't have to go out and buy everything right away. Right? You can just use your scissors. So that's one. And then here go the other one. And we cutting them both to 12 inches. Yes. Who asked that? Was that Sue? Yes. Is that Sue? Yeah. Yes. I see a sign. I see a wreath frame. Like, say if this evergreen. And I think in my head about all the different designs I can make with it. But what makes the design final is a sign. Or a ribbon or a bow. It don't have to be a sign. Sometimes I can think of making this big, beautiful, colorful bow. And I'm like, that's it. It's going to go on that reframe, that bow with those ribbons, boom, and it comes to me. But when I see a sign, like I'll see a sign. Like I just made one the other day. I didn't video it, but I made one the other day that says October is my favorite color. When I saw that sign, I knew exactly what I wanted to make. There was no question. There was absolutely no question. I saw the sign and the design popped immediately in my head, and I was like, yep, that's the frame, that's the ribbon, that's my deco mesh. I'm going to make it. And when I came home, I got in my basement and I made it. And sometimes when that happened, I get mad because I should have videotaped it or came on live, and I didn't. But I was so into that, making that particular wreath, because I saw that sign, that happens. That happens a lot with me. It does. My brain just works like that, and I just get to work because that's what's in my heart to make. So yes, a sign will definitely dictate the design. Definitely. Thanks for following, Sharon. You're welcome, Sue. All right, so let's cut this last one. And we're gonna put it in, and then we're gonna add just some good stuff. I don't know if I want to do a bow with this. I haven't. I'm like, I have to see. Sometimes I think, you can go over the top with bows. Sometimes you do wreaths. You don't need a bow on every wreath. You just really don't. Sometimes I think simple but beautiful is best. You don't have to do all of that. So we cut these to 12 inches for those that didn't see it the first time. We got 2 ribbons. We cut it to 12 inches, and this is how I do a dovetail. It's called a dovetail. It's a finished in, right? So what I do is I fold it over. The ribbon's on, see I folded it? So I'm going to cut from the folded in to the wired in on a diagonal. So from the folded in to the wired in on a diagonal. See, it's on a diagonal. And this is what happens when you open it up, you have that dovetail. And I know I'm a chocolate complexion, so you really can't see it that well. See? So we're going to do it on the other end. We line it up. Make sure you got your ribbon lined up, right? You line it up. You fold it to get those wired ends to meet. And then you go from the folded in to the wired end on a diagonal. And you have your dovetail. Okay? You're going to do this with the other one. Same thing. It don't matter the ribbon. If you want to dovetail, this is how you dovetail. You got some wires sticking out from your ribbon. You just get and cut those off. Because trust me, when they poke you, they hurt. I can testify to that. Okay. So you put your ribbon together. You fold it over. And you cut from the folded in. Fold it into the to the wired end. You turn it over, you line up that end, you fold it over. You cut from the folded end to the wired end. And you have your dovetail. So now what we gotta do, this one right here would be the Merry Christmas ribbon. So we're gonna go ahead and I line it up. Both of the ribbons are lined up. I fold it over, like so. I make sure it meets, it's even. I pinch it, because this means that's where the middle is, because it's even. And then I pinch it together to make like these little wings or bow tie, whatever you want to call it. And then I find that next deco mesh. I untwist it. And like I said, you don't have to untwist it. I'm untwisting it. You do not have to untwist it. If you think this is an unnecessary step, then you just push it down there and you twist it, because you still got room to twist it. And then I just run my hands underneath the ribbon, and then I fold it out. We're going to go to the very last one. We line them up together. We fold it over to make sure I can get the middle. And then I do a crease where the middle is. And then I just untie this, like I said. If you think this is an unnecessary evil, don't do it. Now, you could stop here. Look at that. Look how full and beautiful that is from where we started. Look at this. And I'm trying to show you at every angle. So you see how full and beautiful that is. This is not what you find at the M store. This is not what you find at the W store. Okay? You're not going to find this there. You're not going to find this quality there. So when you look at people and their wreath shops and their Shopify and they have wreaths and the prices of their wreaths or what they are, know that you're getting quality. Okay? You're not getting, this is on a wire frame. This has got weight to it and it's got stability to it. This is not on a plastic backup. You know, like the back of it is all plastic and stuff. Styrofoam. No. Okay? Right? Know that somebody took time to do this, took their time to cut and to place it, to eyeball it, to make sure it looks beautiful, to make sure it's even, right? To make sure it goes with the design. Somebody took time to do this. You see how full and beautiful this is. This is not what you find at the W store. This is not what you find at the M store, okay? When somebody sells it in a shop, it's homemade. They take their time and make it. And I mean, when people do that, I like to buy stuff from small shops and they're homemade. Because I know people took their time and put it together. It's not made in a factory. It ain't in sweatshops. Right? And we know that happens. Not saying all of them are, but we know what's happening, right? So this is what it looks so far. You can stop here. You can just get that pre-made. You can just get the pre-made bow. Put it up there. Be done. You can just use the sign that we have. Look how beautiful that looks with the sign. Does that not go? Really? That is just so cute. That is just, everything it just looks perfect with this sign. Perfect. What do you guys think? Beautiful. Thank you, Success. You missed the deco mesh part, Sue. I'll go over it just briefly for you. Just give me a minute. Let me just get this together. Get it all but the deck. Okay, Sue, this is all behind it. Okay, very much. Okay, beautiful. Love it, beautiful. Love it with that. Thank you. But see, that's what I'm saying. It's up to you. You can have it with the sign. You can have it without. Right? It's however you want the design to be. Like I said, you can go and say you just want it like this and be done. And be absolutely done. And it's fine. If you're a person that likes a sign, put your sign on, be done. Absolutely fine. I'm a little extra. I want it all. That's just me. And some of my designs, I want it all. And this is one of them that I want it all. Now, I do make some wreaths that are just, just simple. Very simple. But most of mine are extra. I'm not going to lie. And you can go to my Etsy shop and see that for yourself. But then you see some very simple ones in there that are very nice. Now we're going to take this, and this is a garland, right? That you can get at the HL store. And it was $12.99, but no, I didn't pay $12.99. I don't never pay full price for anything. Just about. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's not that I'm cheap. It's just that if I know I can get it cheaper, then I'm just going to wait to get it cheaper. This right here, I bought it off season. A lot of my stuff, I try to buy after the season. Like, I know I want some new Halloween stuff. I'm using what I have in my stash so I can buy new Halloween stuff. So when Halloween is over, I can go and rack up on stuff that's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90% off. That's what I'm looking for. That's when I buy my stuff. So, and then when people having sales, I get my stuff. So we're going to take this. This is 1/2 of the garland. Because I think they come 6 foot. Yes. So this is 1/2. Okay. So I'm going to just lay this around the garland. And then I'm going to find some of these little evergreen pieces. And I'm just going to twist it in. Because I want the effect that when it's on somebody's front door, every time they open the door, they get that jingle. That just does something for me. I don't know about you guys. But when I hear that jingle, it just does something for me during the holidays. I just love the jingle. So if I can make a wreath that actually jingles when somebody opens and closes their front door every time they leave and when they come in, I just love it. So that's just me. You don't have to do this part. You can opt out of this, but that's just me. So I'm just going to just lay this around. I'm going to pull this end off, cut it off. And yes, I throw everything on the floor for you guys that didn't watch from the beginning. I clean my floor up at the end of the day after I get through crafting, because it don't make sense for me to clean up after every design that I make. It just don't make sense for me. So I'm just placing this around, and it fits perfectly. It adds up. Like, this is the end, this is the other end, and it's right here, and it's perfect. So I'm going to start pushing this down. Not all the way deep, but enough where I can get one of these evergreens and tie it down. Now, I could have did this before I put my ribbon on. You can do it either way. I'm used to it. It's not a big deal. If you think the ribbon is in your way, then you do it before you add the ribbon. It's totally up to you. You have a choice. Sue, it's incredible. You love the personality. Thank you. I'm gifted. Thank you. Heck yes, Sue. I know, right? I love the daggone jingle. I don't know. It just does it for me. Jingle, I said yes as well. Yes. You laugh at your ass off. So I know. Listen, that's just me. I'm just a little crazy. That's just my crazy crafting mind. It seems like it really relaxes and fun too. Yes. I mean, when you get into your craft, when you get into this, it becomes so much fun. It is fun. It's not a job. You're having a good time. And like if I wasn't teaching you, like I had said earlier, I would have my music on or the TV playing in the background, like some series that I've been trying to wait to watch because I'm working so daggone much. I don't get a chance to see it. So I'm down here and I get to say, oh, wow, that's what happened. You know, so I'm into my show. I'm into my music. And it becomes so much fun that sometimes I forget to eat. My husband will have to come and yell to the basement, hey, babe, you going to eat? Like, hello, it's, you know, come on. Like, you've been down here all day. Let's take a break. He has to remind me to take a break because I get so focused and I have so much fun that I forget to do things. My husband be like, okay, we supposed to be going to movies. We supposed to be going to Sam's Club. We supposed, hello. And I have to snap out of my fun time and go and be a wife. And do those things. And then I can't wait to get back down here and have some fun. So I'm just going to push this down, this garland down. And this is extra, not what you have to do at all. Know that. But this is just me. I'm just extra. If I have pine cones, I have acorns, I have those individual things too. So if you don't have the garland, if you have pine cones, shoot. If you have a tree, go outside and get yourself some pine cones. So I've done that. I went outside several years ago and I have a lot of trees where I live at, so I have collected a lot. I actually try to like bake them and get all the bugs out, and then I spray them, and then I use them for my wreath decor. So I actually do that. So, but it's not in this one. I think it may be some of my ones in Etsy where I've done that before. You can actually see it. I may doing some new ones that I'm making for this Riverfest. Remember, I will be selling my wreaths in person, and my family will be there as well. My husband, my daughter, my grandson, my sister, my brother-in-law. They always help me during the festival time, and they will be there. We are very friendly. Come, talk, hang out with us, chit chat. Put your name in to get this wreath because I put it out there. I'm going to be giving away a Christmas wreath, one of my big, beautiful, voluptuous Christmas wreaths. Okay, so I will be making those. We'll be making it, and then that will be like a what you call it, a gift to someone. I will be pulling their name out the hat, and they'll be walking away with that. So I'm just gonna push these in there for right now. You see me? I'm just pushing it down. I'm moving my ribbon out the way, pushing it down, going behind the ribbon, pushing it down. And like I said, you could have put this in before you put the ribbon in. It don't bother me. It doesn't bother me that I have to move the ribbon out. And I'm just kind of like placing it right now. So now I see I have this down there. I'm going to see if I have a place where I can twist it in. And I do. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to take these two and I'm just going to twist it around it once or twice. And then I'm going to move on. And I'm going to just do that around the whole wreath. If I feel like I need to glue something down somewhere, I will, but I probably won't. So we're going to move on. And I'm pushing it down, but I'm not pushing it where it's all the way to the frame. I'm just pushing it down where it's right behind the ribbon and right down past the mesh. Because my whole thing of this wreath is to have the ribbon and the mesh showing. But I don't mind, like I want the berries to show. Like I want the berries, I want a little bit of the acorns to show. Let me show you. I know it's a little far away. But if you look up close, you can see the berries right here. See the acorns right there? So it's hard to see on video, but when you see it in person, you get to take it all in, right? You can actually see the little things, little pops of things here and there. And then when you hear the jingle, it takes you over the top. Let me tell you something. I have had people just buy my wreaths because I put a jingle on them. It's worked. It's worked. So don't think I'm being extra for nothing. Okay, sister girl, listen, I have a plan. I have a plan. Like I said, I have some clients that just buy it because it's got the jingle. They have just bought it because it had the jingle. So, like I make some candy cane wreaths. And the first ones that sell are the ones with the jingle. The ones that I put a bell on. I don't know what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. But I know if it's got a jingle to it, 9 times out of 10, oh, it's going to sell. Oh, it's going to sell. It's never failed me. Never failed me. Never. I do not come home with anything that jingles when I do the Riverfest. Never. None of my wreaths that make any type of sound, jingle, I come home with. Nope. not a 1. And I like the fact that you don't really see it right up front. Like when you first look at the wreath, you wouldn't think it has bells on it, but then once you move it, I pick it up and I bring it over and I'm shaking it to the customer. They're like, oh yes, it jing. I'm telling you, it sends it over the top every time. It sends it over the top every time. Like I said, I'm not pushing it all the way down. I'm just going in between the deco mesh and the ribbon. I'm trying to stay like in the middle of the wreath. I'm trying to make sure you can still see the pine cones. You don't necessarily have to see the bell because you just need to hear it. So I want to make sure you can still see some of the berries. So as I'm going around, I'm just finding a spot where I can twist it down in, secure it, and then I just take the ribbon and I just go over it. I will fluff and refluff this ribbon like 18 times before it's done. And when you get into craft and you're dealing with ribbon, you're going to find yourself doing that. It's just, you just want to make sure your ribbon looks good. Right? You just want to make sure it looks good. And that's just what you do. Like when I go to hang this on my door to take a photo, I'm going to be fluffing ribbon again. That's just me. That's what you do. Okay. So like I said, I'm not pushing it all the way down. I'm just going in between the top and the bottom where I put the deco mesh, and I'm just kind of like pushing it in so I can find the pine cone pieces, the pieces that's sticking out, so I can just give it like 3 twists, put that string in behind it, and then twist it so the string won't fall out. That's the whole thing. We don't want the string to fall out. Okay? So I'm just trying to find a little spot where I can twist it in. I found 2 of them right here. And I'm just going to twist them in. And I'm not pushing it down. I'm just taking the pieces and I'm just twisting it around. It's all on wire. And I'm giving it a 1-2 twist. I'm putting it up there, twisting it. So somebody has to actually untwist it. You know what I'm saying? To get it to fall out. And then you can still see the pine cone just sticking out. Just slightly sticking out. I don't want it to be the main focus. I just want it to be a little pop of addition. Right? That's what you want. Little pop of addition. That's all you need. Let me get some water. What you guys are saying. Beautiful. Thank you. What's that, Bridget? You said if you're doing a red and white wreath, do you spray the greenery? Typically I do not. Nope. Mm-mm. If I'm using an evergreen pine like this, I don't spray it. There's no need to spray it. Why would I spray it? I'm not spraying anything. That's extra money and time for me. I ain't doing it. Mm-mm. Now, if that's what you feel like you need to do, then knock yourself out. But no, I don't. I don't see the benefit in it, so I really wouldn't. Not saying you shouldn't. Like I said, this is just you asked me. I'm not doing it. And you may have to pull the mesh around, like as I'm moving this around, like my mesh is coming down and my mesh is getting hidden, and I don't want my mesh to get hidden, so I'm just pulling my mesh up a little bit because I'm coming around. I want to make sure my mesh is still seen, right? And this is I'm coming around to the where we started. This is the beginning here. This is the end. So I'm gonna come around here. I see this spot here. I'm gonna try to find a spot to attach this. I wanted to attach somewhere in here. So I will find 2, evergreens, and I'm just going to twist them. I put that twine in behind it, and I gave it a good twist. And then you pull up the mesh, pull up the ribbon. Like I said, I don't want this to be the center of attention. I want my mesh and my ribbon to be the center of attention with little pops of color or little hints of beauty from that garland. Now we are at the end here of this garland, and I really want this to go behind, so we're going to move this so it goes behind. Okay, good. And you just put it where you want it. You place it where you want it. Now, what I'm going to do with this end here is I'm going to tie a knot. You got one end and one end. So I'm just going to tie a knot. I'm going to tie a good knot. And then I'm going to bring it to the back frame. And I'm going to see if I need to attach it there. But I'm just going to tie a knot. And then I'm going to get a piece of one of these evergreen pieces. Right? And I'm going to twist it in again. Just to make sure. I may even hit it with some glue. You know what? Why not? Hit it with some glue. You don't have to. Let me find it. I'm going to cut this piece here. That's the extra twine. Cut that piece. I'm going to tuck it in just a little bit. I'm going to find 2 evergreen pieces. I can twist this in around just to make sure it's not going to fall out. You can see that pine cone. That's what we want. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Right? Nothing major. Let's cover up some holes if we made some and pushing that down into the wreath frame here. You've crunched up some of your ribbon. So you just pull it out. Take your time. Go through it. Pull your ribbon back out. Make it beautiful. This is what I say when you making wreaths, how your time goes into your wreath. Because you're paying attention to detail, right? You're paying attention to detail. You're making sure that is looking the way it's looking now. You can't see the garland too much, but you can hear that jingle. And you have to be really in person to really see the little pine cones, right? And the little berries right there. See the berries right there. Let me bring it in. See the berries? See the pine cones? When you're in person, you can see all of that. And then when I bring it to the person and you hear that, and that just takes it over the top. Now, we're going to finish it off because I am not doing a bow on this. I love it the way it is. I think it's got enough on it. It's speaking for itself. I don't need to put a bow on it, and so I'm not going to do a bow. So I want to place since I'm not doing a bow, my sign is going to be the center of attention, I'm going to put my sign directly in the middle, across the middle of this wreath. Okay? And we're done. Okay? And I think I need to show you the wreath frame, the witch wreath, right? Remind me, right? Y'all want to see the witch wreath? Okay, trying to keep that in my head. Okay, I think she's saving to put on you so you can. Yes, or on my video, it will be saved. Once I get through with this TikTok live, I can download it. And then give me a couple of days to get it up on YouTube. On the YTube, sorry. Not supposed to say the word. And I'll put it up on my YTube channel, and then you can see it from the beginning. So kind of twisting evergreen, it still keeps the shape. Yes, and it still keeps the shape because it has wire. So you twist it in and it keeps the shape. Yes. Thank you, Sue. Oh my God, stunning. Thank you. My type of wreath. Yeah, mine too. Yes. Definitely my type of wreath. Oh my God, amazing. Thank you guys. Yes, I remember to show the witch wreath. Yeah, I got it in my head. Okay, so we're just going to attach it. Now remember how we put the cable mounts, right? It's got sticky. We take the sticky tape off. We push it down really good. And then we take the hot glue and go around all 4 sides to reinforce it. We took the chenille stem, stuck it through the hole, and twisted it. So we're going to use these chenille stems to tie it to the frame. Okay? So we pick a spot. And I'm showing you right now. I want it right across the middle. Right? So mine is going to be right across the middle because this is the focus. Everything else is extra. Right? This is the focus. Everything else is extra. So I know I want it here in the middle. I'm going to turn it upside down. And I'm going to pull the chenille stem through, which is very easy with this wreath because it's an evergreen wreath. And I'm gonna go to the very first wire frame, the one closest to my my chenille stems, and I'm just gonna give it like 1 or 2 or 3 twists. That's it, because I want to make sure placement. So you don't twist it so much in the beginning. You wait to make sure you have placement. Remember that. Okay, so I'm twisting this around. I gotta find my chenille stems. Moving my ribbon out the way. Get my chenille stem. Moving my ribbon out the way. And you're going to have to move your ribbon out the way. So that means you got to re-put your ribbon. You got to flip it back over and fix your ribbon. Okay? Because you've moved it all out the way. That's okay. So I'm feeding this through because the evergreen is a little thick on this side. I put it across the wire, and it's hard for me to show you this There's a wire here from the frame. And I got one Chanel stem on one end of that wire and one on the other. And then I'm just going to twist it about 3 times. I'm going to pull it in a little bit and I'm going to twist it. 1, 2, and then 3. And then I'm going to flip it over. And I'm going to see if that's the right placement. Okay? So I'm going to have to actually hang this behind me. Because I like to hang my wreath so I can actually see the placement. To see if that's where I want it. And it is. It's pretty good where it is. I want to push it down a little further into the wreath. That's it. But other than that, this is a good spot. I'm going to take it back off, put it back down on my table. And I know I want to pull this in some. So I just untwist it and I pull the Chanel stems in to make it tighter. I just pull them up a little tighter because I want my sign just to fall a little bit into the wreath. I don't want it to sit exactly on the top. I want it to sink down just a little bit into the wreath. Not a lot, just a little bit. And I'm just going to twist it once or twice again. And then I'm going to recheck it. So look at that. Look at that. There you go. This is your Merry Christmas wreath on an evergreen base. Remember, the frame came from the HL store. The evergreen came from the HL store. Most of the ribbon came from the HL store. One of the ribbons came from the M store. Okay, the store that's a name. Right? The sign came from the HL store. Okay? This is all stuff that I brought off season after the holiday. This deco mesh right here came from the W store that everybody loves to shop at. Okay? This came from the W store. This is not the best deco mesh out there, no. But in this type of design that has a whole bunch of other stuff on it, this is just playing just a little hint of a background with a little pops of color. This is perfect. You can use this. It's perfect. Like I said, it's not the best deco mesh, but it will do. I've used it. Like I said, if I know I'm putting a whole bunch of stuff on it, and the evergreen really is the best part of this wreath with the ribbon, then this is just a little extra. I'll use this because when you look at this, you see the deco mesh, but that's not what you're paying attention to. That's what I mean when you can use this. When you making a wreath and you really won't be paying attention to it. This is not the center of attention. Okay? When you're doing a wreath where you're going to be seeing a whole bunch of the deco mesh, because that's the center of attention, like when you do a wireframe, yes, you want to use better deco mesh. But if that's all you have, listen, work with what you have. I'm not knocking you. I've done it. I've done it. Okay? So this wreath is done. I want you guys to let me know what you think. Of course, it would have been done much sooner if I wasn't teaching you guys, but I wanted to go slow. I wanted you guys to get the concept. Remember, you can use this concept on any design, right? If you're using this frame, this type of evergreen frame, you can do a Mother's Day wreath. You can do a breast cancer awareness wreath. You can do an Easter wreath. You can just get the stuff, the material to do whatever season you want to do. If you want to do a spring wreath, whatever flowers you want to use, whatever. I mean, you can do it. If you're going to use this base, you can do it. The same way that I just showed you, you can do it for any season and any reason. Just know that, okay? Don't think just because I showed you a Christmas style that this is the only way you can use this evergreen wreath base. That's a lie. You can use it for anything you want to. Let me read your comments. Renee. Hey, Renee, how are you? Thanks for checking in. Beautiful work, success. Thank you so much. Sue is stunning. Thank you, Sue. Love Dove. Okay, following. Thank you for following. Beautiful work. Thank you. Awesome. User 961. And you know the rest of your numbers. Thank you so much. What does Lisa say? Did you put the evergreen on a wire or did it already have it there? Yes, this evergreen comes. It's a wire frame. Okay. Go to the HL store. They got a bunch of them. Go to the M store. They got a bunch of them. Right? I think the J store, the J store, they have them too. So you can go to any one of those stores and you'll get this base, a form of this evergreen base. The evergreen base I use actually has different types of greenery on it. Like, it was the light green evergreen, it's the dark green evergreen, it's the tree shape evergreen. So you had a variety of different shapes of evergreen on it. And I love to get that base. It's a lot of times that's the only base I get. But if they only have like the plain evergreen, that's all one style, I'll get that as well. But if I have a choice, I will get the one that has the variety. I love the variety. I like it when it has a variety to it. Okay. All right, guys. I want to keep you guys too long. I know when I did my witch wreath, I had you guys up here almost 3 hours. We're not going to do that today. I may come back later and show you another design, but here it is. You guys, hey, tap that screen, like, follow, share. Make sure you guys share with your family and friends how we make this, how I showed you guys how to make this beautiful wreath. If you guys make a wreath, please tag me. Tag it in Creations. Let me see what you made. You know, if you have any questions, please ask the questions, please. I am here to help you. I do not want to gatekeep. I will tell you. If you ask me a question and I tell you it ain't worth your time, I'm going to tell you it ain't worth your time. But if you want to do it, that's up to you. Thank you for the roses. Thank you, thank you. I mean, this is simple, right? We were talking and we did this in, I don't know what, an hour and a half maybe, something like that. I don't even know how long I've been up here. But yeah, this is simple. Get yourself an evergreen wreath form. Get yourself a sign. Put some ribbon in it and be done. Okay? If that's something that you want to do. Now, if you want to just get and pay somebody like me to do it, I'm more than, listen, go to my Etsy. Shop on my Etsy. I will ship it out today. Okay? Or first thing tomorrow morning, you'll be getting your, or no, not tomorrow, tomorrow's Sunday, but Monday, as soon as the UPS or postal service open up, your wreath will be on the way. Okay? Because whatever I have on my Etsy, I actually have made. So it's ready. So you don't have to wait for me to make it. If I post it on my Etsy, it is waiting for you to purchase. And all I do is come downstairs, I pack it up, and I send it to you. So you do not have to wait an extra week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks for me to put it together. No, sir, no, ma'am. If it's on my Etsy, it's ready. So this is what we have today. I hope you guys like it and love it. I hope you guys come back on TikTok and watch me again. So now, I'm going to show you guys my witch one that we did the other day and that I finished. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Alright, let's move this to the side. Okay. I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready. I am going to move y'all guys up so you can look straight up at it. Look at that. What do y'all think? Do y'all look at that hat? I'm going to go slow so you can see the hands. And I know it reads backwards because I didn't flip the screen, but you guys know what it says. It says, welcome my pretties. Then we're going to go up. Check out them feet. Look at that. Look at the broom. See the broom sticking out on the side? Because you see the broom on the sign? So I got another broom here. See it up at the top here? Right here is a broom. And then I put another broom sticking out the side. Y'all see that? This is what we did together. Look at that hat. I stuffed it with plastic bags, remember? And then I sealed it. Look at those hands. Look at the pumpkin. I added the little pumpkin stuck in there. There's one there, and then I think there's another pumpkin towards the top. See the black and white pumpkin there? Look at that ribbon that's got a cat on it. Got some pumpkins. So this is it, guys. This is what I love to do. You guys like it? Yes. Cute. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Miss Lady. You don't do Halloween, but that's cute. Now, some people don't. But you want to know what? When I do my festivals, my Day of the Dead and the Halloween sells so quick. I wasn't doing a lot of Halloween, but when I started doing them, my Day of the Dead and my Halloween wreaths sold so quick. So I started adding them to my inventory because I'm a business owner. If people want Halloween wreaths, I'm gonna make Halloween wreaths. So this is it. This is the finished product. I haven't priced it out yet because I actually priced my wreaths according to the materials that I put into it. So I don't jack up my prices. I calculate my mesh, my ribbon, my pumpkins, my broomstick, my sign, my hands, my feet, how much I paid for it, and I times everything by 3. That's all I do. That's all I do. I do not jack up my prices just because. I don't. I times everything that I put into my wreaths by 3. And that's how I get my price. And I mean, I times it by exactly what I put into it. So if I pay $12 for a roll of ribbon, but I only use half of it, I'm not charging you for the whole $12 of ribbon. I'm only charging you for the amount of ribbon that I used. Okay? So that's how my prices are. When you look at my wreath prices, that's how I price my, and I'm going to show you the side so you can see, and then I'm going to show you how the back of my wreath look. I'm actually going to cover this wreath with felt, but look how neat the back of the wreath is. So if I just wanted to sell it like this without a cover, that's still neat and beautiful in the back. See how neat and tidy that is? This is how you want your wreaths to look, even from the back. But this is going to be covered with black felt, so nobody will see this. I don't like anybody seeing the way I put my wreaths together. That's just a thing for me. If you're going to pay me a premium price for my wreaths, and I feel like I need to treat you like you're a premium customer, and I like to cover the back of my wreaths. Right? Now this is one Halloween. Now this is another one I gotta finish, but I saw this and I gotta attach the eye to it. But look at that. Ain't that spooky? What do you guys think about that? I figured if I get a client that got a double door and she put 2 of these on her door and she's got other Halloween stuff and she got trick-or-treaters coming and look like the house is looking at you when you walk up to the door. How cool is that? Right? I was like, when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta do that. And I don't normally do 2 wreaths that's the same, but you got an eye. You gotta do 2. For that person that got that double door, those beautiful double doors, those cast iron double doors, and they decorate for Halloween, and you got these eyes, these spooky eyes, just looking at you as you walk it up to the front door. I love this. What do you guys think about the eye? I'm not wrong. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yes, it's cute. I know, love it. I know. I just love this. I just love this. So I gotta attach the eye, right? I gotta attach the eye, and then I'm gonna do another one like this. I may come on and show you guys how I do it, but I gotta make sure I have enough mesh. I think I ran out of this mesh here. I don't think I have enough. So I have to look in my stash and see if I have enough of that mesh. If I don't, I gotta order it because it's gotta be the same exact mesh so we can get the same exact look. I can't use something, I substitute the mesh. Not when I'm making an eye, it's gotta look the exact same way, right? So that's when you know you can't substitute, right? When you're making something that you know needs to look the same exact way, then you know you gotta use the same exact material. And when I'm making this eye, I gotta make sure it's the same exact way, right? But I just thought this would be perfect for somebody's double door, front door, to put with their holiday decoration, especially for trick-or-treaters that look like the house is looking at them when they walk up to the front door. For those people that like to decorate, I mean, some people that just go all out. You see skeletons coming out the ground. You got tombstones all over the place. You got all type of witchery, and I mean, for those that want to do that, this is perfect. And then it may be just perfect. I just want a little something that's kind of funny, right? That made people look and be like, oh my God, do you see that? You know, your neighbors be like, no, she don't, or no, they didn't put an eye on their door. You know, just a little something and make somebody smile. That's all. This may be it, right? Once I get this done, I'll have this posted on my Etsy coming up. But just a hint for you guys, and I'm not trying to boast or brag at all because I am still working a business in progress. I am not making millions. I am not living a luxury life. So I am still scraping by, trust me. But if you're interested in anything on my Etsy, purchase it now. Because if you try to wait to the festival, it may be gone before you get there. I have had a lot of clients that be like, dang, I saw that and I should have purchased it last week when I looked on your Etsy, but I wanted to come see it in person. And then by the time they make it to me during the festival, what they wanted was already sold. I don't hold it. Cash and carry. Somebody come, they purchase it, it's done, it's gone. And like I said, I'm not saying that to boast, I'm just saying I know it's happened. So if you want to look at my Etsy, shop through my Etsy and purchase something now where I can send it to you. Because once you purchase it, I take it off my rack. It's done. Nobody else can get it. And then I pack it up and I ship it to you. So that's not available. And I very rarely make double wreaths of the same thing. Not like the eye I'm going to make. Not unless I have a customer that actually asks me, hey, I like this wreath. Can you make me another one because they have a double door? Then I'll make another one. But more than likely, you will not see two of the same wreath with me. Not unless it's a particular style. Like I have a winter wreath, a couple of winter wreaths that I do make two of because I have a lot of clients that have double doors. So some of my wreaths that are seasonal, like just for the whole, like it's not, it don't say Thanksgiving, but it's for the fall season, I'll make two. For the winter season, I'll make two. Something like that, you know. I'll make two of. That way with my clients that have double doors, they can have the wreaths for the double doors. Because I'm a type of person, if I have double doors, I gotta have two wreaths. There's no way I can put one wreath on one of my doors. Absolutely asinine to me. I don't see how people do that. That drives my brain crazy when I see that on people's doors. I drive by my neighborhood and they got double doors and they have one wreath on the door. Oh my goodness. That like, oh no. Don't put anything on your door if you're going to do that. Just please. Get two wreaths. Don't buy one. Get two if you have a double door. I'm sorry, I digress. That's just me. Okay, so what you guys are saying? I loving it. Where did you get the eyes? Oh, the DT store. Yeah, I found it last year, the year before, and it's just been sitting in my stash. The DT store. It's been sitting in my stash. At least I would say 2 years. I don't remember buying it last year. So at least 2 years. But you know, you shop around, see if they have it. Like I said, I don't know if they still have it because you know they change what they bring in every year. So, but it was a DT you can find online. So look online. It may be online on a DT store. Okay, keep up the good work. Thank you. Tell me to keep up the good work. Thank you. Do we just search your name on Etsy? Listen, go to my bio. Click the link tree. And you'll see the YT, you'll see the Etsy, you'll see all of it. Facebook, all of it. All of that is up there. And just click on what you want. Just go into my link tree. Just go into my bio, hit the link tree, and everything will line up. You ain't even got to search. Just click on it. It'll take you straight to my Etsy. Okay? All right, guys. I'm going to get off because I'm going to clean up just a little bit. And I'm going to figure out what wreath I'm going to make next. I do have a fall wreath on a swag frame that I think you guys would really like, but I'm gonna take a break. I've been working since this morning, so I'm gonna take like a little break. I'm gonna get me a snack, relax a little bit, see what I gotta cook for my husband. Lord have mercy, I gotta put some food in, cook some food in the kitchen. But the house is quiet. My daughter's away with my grandson, so I'm really enjoying the peace and quiet. I love my babies here, but when your house is nice and quiet and it's just you can lay on your couch and just watch your favorite show without any interruptions, every now and then that is just a beautiful feeling. Any one of y'all out there, grandparents like me, that be like, we love our babies, but we do love having that quiet. I do. Don't get me wrong. I love my babies, but woo, when I can get my husband is gone and my daughter and the baby's gone, I'm like, woo, thank you, Jesus. Give me this moment. Thank you. Okay? Because I need it. All right, guys. I'm glad you guys loved the Halloween. Thank you for watching. It's been awesome. Have a great day. Yes. Listen, you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you guys for commenting and interacting with me. This would not happen if it wasn't for you guys. Trust me. I love doing what I'm doing, but I love teaching. I love telling other people what I do, showing them how I do it, teaching them how to do it. So if you guys can definitely go to my social media and help me out with that, because my business can't run without social media, I would greatly appreciate it. Definitely go to my Etsy, purchase a wreath. That would help me as well. Definitely go to my Y2 channel and definitely subscribe to my Y2 channel. I would greatly appreciate it. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. And I'll may be back later on today. I'm not going to guarantee. I'm going to try to, because I need to work on some other stuff with my business as well. So if I get a chance, I'll try to come back out and do another video with you guys, I think doing that fall wreath swag with you guys, because that looks really pretty. I'm looking into getting in that. So you guys, love you guys. I will see you possibly later on today. All right, guys. Thank you guys for checking in and hanging out with me. I'll see you next time. Bye.